lawyer na no ntimi nku na ntwie
David lawyer de onye nduro
say no onye heavy bia na Zakito
Zakito kra ono nkwanku
go for nyamema na ntwie say
nimnebo but na say say dollar ne ba form there but you obetimi ato
masa de nchin
so to say dollar ne ba form no
go ma de ni ate so we dem so
say na ntwie ne bo aba form but previously no obetimi ato na ntwie ne be
solo
10,000
solo me ba cho Mr. no pay men for dollars mbia ma
ene ma so atiti
sir.
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Nantwie no kwa akra ya de ketwa ho.
Nantwie de me nkoto nantwie.
Nantwie minim say.
Ba bibia ni wa me to a eswati.
10,000 de obeto ana.
Che 10,000. 10,000 ase ko bia beto. Be mza bro sa.
Sa
10,000 cities. 100 million.
Yeah.
Mza de also nya bi.
10,000.
Also nya bi. Mami me Musa nantwie bo ano pay. Ka lawyer ma me te ya. Kamia me ma onu amu je ba kon because Mami Musa Odma Gaddafi say nantwie esen. And I went okay. Onim nantwie bo average.
Yeah.
A range between saying. From saying to saying. Na ma head in charge farmer me. O do man for farm phone so. Obi onim bia. Ana se feel bia nantwie ye ton saying. And the sports lawyer. I somewhat what tetia yen space akese ene odimi to nantwie okay am for mama ayi kaka odim nantwie bo akatem e range say nantwie say 10,000 dia na sports lawyer bronya kese say odimi to nantwie 10,000 dia ene na chese wa emre baba usa wood baba usa carpentry baba usa din nyina chi so ntimi nto nantwie dia Zakito die one to enham because Zakito onya isem to say lawyer
so munyo mudro no
there was a lawyer Zakito so wa yes sports adwuma ya che nto so otimi to nantwie so
boss okay
ye penantwie atona
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
San ye range free san ko san be san 10,000 eko na just 10,000 de no na eno ye ayi nti wo be 15 20 nyina Gomona udi already so nti kan ye ayo 5,008 so de ho okay there be next week here enu susu ahun na zaknanka baba isa betima to nkola de nb 5 ni 8 no
ba so
went me anto alaji me dase
support libra na o to bo mu
yes 5 wom 8 wom esuade ba so de no ti 5 ni 8 de no wantimi antobia untimi mahadwa da asebnada ema ya isem bia nche no anu ya wi case no
na 10 de ne
na 10 de zenyu a whole sports lawyer
so to
when the whole circumference of the ball crosses the line okay ba who say a program a project
yes
and was say ultimate boabo ho kakra
yeah
to susua na so wajiga to 10 bi baba next year nyame adom na ye ho den na etiase also ultimate to 10 this year dey be ma on Brazil aye but next year ye entiase okay afi yenwe your story say o ha no pay ejuada ye kozongo ho
yeah
ye kwa aboabo ye kwa shase wa aboabo post office na ye ne enuanom nantia fa aboabo ho aso ase akosi
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
so Dr. Adaroment was say Nancy ye ba ne abam do bi and go for raise issues about eating competition aboabo de be a kwensie no solo o be choose option there option 1 koko ya enu koko auza koko ene auza koko pa pine ma
pine no ye
Eson enye pine asin but ade edidi mo eson because no more can say to start the first round with King Kidie. It's not the best. But I'm saying say Coco ne boy den. Auto 5 CDs aketwa. Tiema say Coco be 20 CDs. Coco ngwa 20.
Okay.
And no ni
say Coco no mo de massa money.
There be massa ne de be use bread mum.
Okay.
Bread. Bread 10 CDs say so pa na.
There be 10 days.
We wait me the bread 10.
Me crab it here, me meet me am one on na.
10 cities.
Aye.
Hey.
Isa.
I didn't say a consult to become. Coco 20 cities, bread 10 cities.
Bread 10 days, sir. So
but Coco 20 no.
Coco 20 they be dozen.
Bread and do wait me the bread 20 cities.
Oh, we wait me.
Round 1. And I say cost for a kinky of. Yes, the kinky is 7 cities the home. And no 4.
No say any bad. Me so to say 18 competition there.
A competition.
Yeah, me the personally me feel say ni say o ka say o set to na man into onum so onum drink ni ade. Aduane say kinky we abete. We be afu.
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Fine also. Nipa no oberwenia you would have done 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Tie fan say maybe e koye bi wo stadium ho. After second round no now one dey ango for the beba third nini ho e ma competition na nyede on say we no yemba so nipa 25 e be around 1 we are born kinky 4 se sadio se face be na arrest 1 hour round 2 one man mo be 3 caps so ni
no ebi mbetimi arrest 1 hour sa be di o
no aba be di mo be 3 caps ni pa baako
eno di 3 caps e bi o
na oria and enya no 2 oh
over 3 because normally
I will be already kinky 4
me te here say come de me na ma me mo 1 cap metimi
okay but now we need don't forget say any pay me ba wabo kinky 4 now say command mo 3 caps I say punishment and the other money 2
until the 18 competition
oh but say ka say boy you more than 200 minutes eh competition there's 90 minutes near boy
18 competition also we are ho meanings so come am
na obi abebu ahwe na no ambulance na
but on say we di men na
me for say I was say reasonable e won say competition there what the kinkin akese 9 ya ma mu 2 caps sa no abe o dey go final round o anyway Spain are in the finals with Portugal in the Nations League final after wild 9-goal battle. Spain won, yes, with France. In fact, it was interesting. Me per Spain ni Portugal game now.
Spain.
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Ahe. Na enye easy. Spain kwala ni mbo no bo. But Portugal for no resilience. Almost so almost 40-year-old striker.
Almost strength by almost midfield no.
Yeah. And many more so sharp.
Anymore.
Lamine Yamal no.
Wings anymore.
Lamine Yamal ni na Nico Williams da.
Because of almost
and almost say go no be a bi o.
Sanity. But
very interesting. Now Sunday 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Says they say no one more at the end of widen. Tie league, your man ye say anye nema. I'm for a bumbu. And it is good.
Yeah.
Tottenham Masaki Andy Postecoglou 16 days after the famous Europa League victory. Na aside the topic number.
Yeah.
So that topic is say trophy.
Success is
Trophy,
not
trophy,
always
trophy.
about winning trophies.
But sir, I know argument.
Yes.
The posture of the coach. On say, the season end there. They sit down and have discussions.
No more analyzing.
No more analyzing. No more going forward. I want the person to grow your opinion. He's that kind of person. And Daniel Levy is also a tough customer. Obi Morino Didier. O Postacoglu here. O Obi Asamano. So Postacoglu is gone. And reports are that the Tottenham players are not happy. They liked their man. Then again, Arsenal and Arsenal supporters both.
Oyerepa FM
They think
100.7.
that my chance into discussion, beyond for say, Mikel Arteta, I'm the making just that is where I am. A discussion, Mikel Arteta war and overbearing influence of the club to the extent that Arsenal purchases where they don't see sporting directors in. And you can acquire nanka say Arteta ne vim ne influence be ko from kakra. While the whole system is talking about go carriers, no. I don't know if it's true. Arteta alone.
Yeah.
If he say he wants to play in a certain way, and therefore Benjamin Sesko.
And fitting into system.
Two, Benjamin Sesko no ni numbers bebre. Ne boss wedding. I think go carriers. Who already have numbers. They think that that's not our point to be at. And yet the way I want to play be any. Ubia. Or the ball no better to Atena. Ama there are questions about towards and how buy or no crown. The vim or the buy and say chinchina. Bounce and me position on Arteta. I trust him. I believe him.
Yes. Players who feel so bit me the edge man and
me Jenedy.
But me so too.
On 10.
Joe Carres no. Ni demands so eba conversation him.
The demands in weekly wage.
Yes, weekly wage. Or 40,000. It was sporting CP.
40 and 400.
40 a week. 40.
I said in
Sika. But the reps he demanded 300,000 a week from us.
And I didn't send you my job.
Say Mr. Tuon say
I want to be Chegua.
There be unse
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
And normally ana teams normal percent ka usika na oje normal triple ne ma. Maybe from 40 near do kobe 120.
There. On your 120.
And similarly, Man United they face similar challenge.
With wine.
With Brian Mbeumo.
Sunday on you.
Mbeumo no je 42,000 or 41. Also pay 250.
I am on Pamana. I saw so Ojini na go fanaba. Oba as we see that triple I disagree.
Yeah.
What is the wage structure?
Yes.
Of Manchester United? It be our back. What is the Ransford more than 300,000? Miss me be bugos na chemo. Joka se o ko triple. Circumstances ma me 42,000 to no. Am ni enime. Open it dey pay. And they say a conversation akwa Benjamin Sesko. Yeah. Okay. Barca reject Nkunku player swap for Fermin Lopez. And Rennie Molestin. Oh no.
Yeah, Shaopa.
Until the DBM after Manchester United. Or say Ruben Amorim should sell 2 players. Or something selfish and bad. Players, no.
Anthony ne Garnacho.
As Anthony, the idea.
Or Brandy Anthony so a bad. And or Brandy Garnacho so
a bad on Yadi.
Oh, and then or Brandy Garnacho so a selfish. And if you say players, you know, almost buy on my dine or club in him. So almost twice when you're there, we're more.
Florian Wirtz considered a done deal. Ways to Liverpool considered a done deal. 120 million, according to reports. Liverpool's Waji.
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Asking price
Of 120 million.
120 million pounds. say or more advanced in negotiation.
Brian Buemo, Manchester United increase offer for Brentford star. Christian Shivu signs new in as new inter manager. Oh no,
No Palmer.
No, I never be. I know. I know him as a footballer. Na.
Yeah, Christian Shivu.
Na Palmer no. Palmer so some so no mbobo
kama. No Palmer. Oni omo negotiate.
Ba untimi akwa adwuma akwa. Untimi adwuma akwa na ye no.
There so Simeone is age adwuma ne there. Undoubtedly.
Jongi already in Flamingo after Arsenal departure. Why are there? Boy kakra fine. David Beckham said to be awarded knighthood. Real Madrid Rodrigo has emerged as a top target for Arsenal in this window. Nina Amokika. And go for the Arsenal co-player no home check. Na Obikoya Arsenal started go carry Acheampong na Chelsea the 3 minutes. Acquiring the lap. We kwabus we na Manchester.
Comparatively, offer the lap every Ipswich or relegation. Any Joe carriers will free Sporting CP ban. Enyepe.
No, is
the lab the NBF.
No, is Brazil ni ya man you are fan of Benz boy in this.
Brazil.
The almost by the
Matthews Kuma.
Kuma almost by the ono.
Unse.
So no man you fan of fala. Amuko ya no maybe.
Unse ni so to say teams in the corner asking price and omo ya willing so mbitu ya. Any player need demands.
Some make gain wa be.
Any player need demands no. So mo papa and the baby.
I don't know.
Who feels ni demands no deserve it. Ni asking price no.
Obi to na dey only deserve assign.
Too much. Obi I know that any delay deals ni bi no.
They Arsenal touch a player. Arsenal come here.
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Good deals. And now can Sancho score mo GG. Saka mundru e ho ba bia o but Saka mo na e ball. Rashford music or moji
Casemiro. We be ya no bi abefako. Odo me. Better again no sana go bi abefako.
But season we say and share down.
No minimum ko asem mo kan. Omo timi convince players no ntem na.
Oh.
Any clubs omo che hondo.
Ade e be bo Arsenal ne say unlike previous seasons.
Ba na ko sign back ko ba. Ene 7th na. 7 Juba na back ko da ho ban.
And I make us the entire Arsenal so atone bono. Unlike previous seasons, say be a player back class be 4-5 HAC no.
But I don't know unim time obi be ba.
On say players link you to clubs no who say a battle between clubs no. Say Arsenal player
we na no City. City go 3 minutes.
Say City o boy obetua. Sika players in pe no betam dey among say.
Algeria ni a left back as I know so one.
Ryan Aitonori.
Oba ya buso ma sign on ko.
Tijani ono the medicals ne. Ryan des be the medicals o china.
Oye medicals no Algeria no. Also Algeria omo team no. Ryan des so ye.
Ryan des be the
on so omo street Arsenal sign.
City the omo ko player ho am so too.
Adinta.
Omo
Arsenal make.
Omo si kan do so chance na de.
Oh enya sa.
City si kan do so chance na de.
Enya sa na tie. The ten say Arsenal for no. Crutches seminal na lawyer na valuation. Oh yeah sano a da bia unya de ni bi. Boys no be ko. Boys in the be ko bo say o de no pe say na ase no ne de ma wo.
Unya bi.
Sana last year. January last season edu be na also mo kofa Sterling
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Sterling ba bi shim sa. At that time, you need to careful. Nana Odro Safo Sibusro consult. Nana Kasa or say Vanana a board member of the Ghana Football Association. Is an executive council member. Nana Odro Safo say Nano na minister Kofi Adams Okokanse. Do you have his voice and I'm Okokanse football for anything?
Kofi Adams in common, I would want to remember. Ninsem no kind of doors today, but I would want to remember. Not still if a football for no. Yes. Aha, what kind? Yes. Or say teams, you know, or more mati teams, you know, or more table na see. Into was say, yeah, thorough education. Edema club administrators, you know. And yeah. Because of nations neighbors I can see you know was a club administrators in football na say papa. It was a education pa. Edema club administrators no. Yeah. These were the words of Honorable Kofi Adams.
No what? What?
No, ebi mo ti ase be nyo mo nyina.
Omo Ghana obi na oti football. Yeah, na enuane ya namfo no. Mamuza two questions.
Me share clubs bi omo ye, the way omo era ni omo clubs.
Clubs where ebi no am.
Accra Lions
omo ye den.
Omo run a professional football.
E dey na say no my no.
Mr. Otuo bia facilities omo use. Unse professional clubs no ye and to kwakwa say why say Accra Lions run a professional football.
On can the omo ye o, bra.
Mr. Otuo
no wa can bro professional.
Yeah, na football ma omo nye ni ye.
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
That question back. Football, no. What are they doing? DNT, and Obisi Maye football, no football club now running. Why? Why do they do that? Dinta.
Yeah, Ghana has
everybody we see baby Ghana kurasi abrochiri baby a dinti na be ma wa so say wo solo solo FC. Why dinta? Why do they have football clubs? Why are they running football clubs?
Say for the business aspect of it, making profit. So running a football club, it is will be any other business. Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the day, no.
Okay. Good. Yam fan is out there now. Aka echana Ghana season I end.
Yes.
Your boat season you reach now. A day na football club A. Or because when you're at the end of the season. What will be your achievements after tomorrow? Any club at all, including Accra Lions now, some here professor and Kotoko Hearts, everybody. After China, what will be the achievements? Oh, I finished song here no, or no, I accountant. I finished song here no. Your both season every into a transi boom compo. What would they have achieved at the end of the season?
For clubs like Accra Lions, I'm a example. Mean delving so much into almost sale of players, but I definitely.
I'm not even talking about sale of players.
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Wait me at now, I can say season we it me ship 2, 3, 4 players. Echo Europe, Scassi.
Basolo, question I want to ask you. What is the question?
Or so do just say no year no.
Akara next e wo hodo mom sisi asese club wo hefe na Akara. Ne se na o ma mo tik bobo kro no. Purely for business.
Sure.
And this year season na business na almost over the club dey be yen. Dey na omo nya. I think that's the question.
Ti di omo nya.
It is omo anya hwe ya. I just said the omo ye no nti ase na so omo.
And I make us say.
And omo anya ni yi.
Maybe Accra Lions ni model no. On focus on winning the league. Maybe o focus on all top players. Or no model of the football no. See at the end of the season no, Swanji Liga no. But say we went to me and shippy players within the season and on the better Accra Lions because the model is over top players.
Okay.
It is a season by element me and top players. But some team to be a one.
Maybe original. Yeah, baby obeko bia na ne ko say dey be ya. Okay, so your motive is to sell players, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who could just swap? I could ton one day. Me sure say over nipa or mobile tardy, and what could you do? How can you sell a player? You have a Lions motive, how? Wait me to play, you have to market the player.
Sure.
People should see the player. Also, go for player, no many abejeno. A quite bang so and go for Accra Lions player. They have four modern, no young go people for you. Accra Lions are playing the league.
The
league is not shown anywhere.
100.7.
And to how many Swadians on beton players are they going to realize that? I'm saying that when the minister says this, minister no me is not my favorite minister, but okase mon ti ade no ase a omunya ego no who say the way and manner people are running football across the globe, yet they know a different. Me said that Ada, he doesn't have to. Ada me ba, Ada me rehoye. Pa Ada me say me who say. Karela for bus Sunday evening. A C tackle. Me kobu se me say ade chi ano me nsa omo ko bobo wa brankasi. 3 p.m. on Monday. Our brankasi. Oma tra bus mfro na relugu setamale. Aba cross wa bakumase abeda hotel. Meaning the city tackle be at least they are chum they will pay about 350-400 for one player. At to fuel. Egum at the ababeda hotel kesi. Ade chen oma kwa brankasi akobo ball. I don't even think that they are going to be 500 people to watch that game. On a Monday afternoon. Omu wia oma said to Basi sa back to Narelugu. Kwa de echi anom ko training. You play in this league. Say season ne ba wi.
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Clubs are spending between 100,000 to 500,000 Ghana cedis every month. I finished one. The Oba winning league in a beyond the Obenya Kakra. Muamaka, you get 0. Nothing. So when the minister says you don't understand what you are doing, what's it then? So who will do this? Why? Me busa question be here. Obi mun chechire mu say. Ball no mani abre bono a wo mu betu wo Land Cruisers ni coaches etua coaches ka etua players ka akọ aba ekọ no mo ba no se season end there they get 0 nothing. Enti minister say ade na mo ye no nya sa na ye na oduro safo we asem a wunti bi da enti say na ye ball no mo so mo ye no can any dey say nyina na say recreation dey je nti obi nya sika no person e popular no dey no akobo team bi na wa ye we na today how can you spend this money na say afeno so kwa awie ya o ma ye buru wo mo intimidation brabe tuatua ma referee for any sa ne mani nyina kaboma na wa nya hwe sanya bet na ye ka musumu ntwa. Who do this? I mean, businessmen amutie. Why na be yadi? Why we asimwa? You spend money. Some ketu akra about 100,000 a month you spend. 200,000. 300,000. No mo discover na akoto komo de na anu ante enye sika ketwa. No mo ba. Enti ebo ni we FM come to dim and woman as a minister can solo maybe say no answer no because the reason why they are in football reason the bell mo tete na twam tete no Mr. Setiebo Amo Alaji Guz I'm not said the number today is not like that. You know why Liverpool is going to spend 120 million pounds on one player? Do you know why? Because the Champions League, the Premier League, so they are spending it. Others will get profit. They go and share. Yeah, the idea. Who. And the minister say, "Boy, na mu ye mu hyan kyerɛkyerɛ kakra." Asɛm waka bɔne. Solo. Enti, why pa na n'adwuma a wɔyɛ wɔ Ghana onim pepe se adwuma mi ye kala mebo onim ball for ni nim no that be and I won't count almost at the end. Now there's a go to start 2 players. Omo buying. Any pay now omo jeje yeni nyina anu a. Omo kambo musumi afi me sure say omo kambo mu a. E ka omo abo no. Where are they going to get that money? And I say adwuma be nie de enti ase. Say adwuma we de wo ye no unim say oniema na wo ko fa free kwan so aba no. Ni nyina be pro kwan mu nya hu. Eso wo sa pentem so sa ko fa biem. What kind of business? And no na minister ka omo nya din. Siboso, you are my brother and friend. Keep quiet and learn the modern trends of doing football. Interestingly, they think they know. Interestingly, they think they know. And sometimes you one say, my memory example. Kotoko. Say, Nana Gontoma ran in 2 years.
2 years, yeah. At least 2 seasons.
Who is in charge of commercials, brands?
Nobody.
It's the 3 points. To win the league, then you satisfy the ego of the supporters. So that is what he's saying. You need people who commercialize your game. Who the importance of being on TV. Who the entire was sending my bomb sponsor 3 points na yeah. That's what he's saying. Where are some of I know then say and a minister at the end he's telling you that if you don't know, people are doing business. Some because can radio send a bonum yes you but bonum.
Who say DJ administration?
Oh, that's people want to make good use of the airtime.
DJ schools.
And to be a grow, everybody's growing in his or her business. Obi a fast innovative ways of making sure say Ubeko nim. That's why teams are doing projects now. Never team for so we stadium we my car to for. Do you know why? Tottenham must spend £1 billion at the stadium for the whole place is well commercialized. Say, I don't know what kind of ball, no talent in the media saying. There are more Lamine Yamals in this country.
Of course.
And Timumbayan 10 yard, you know, and business and commercial 3 points in a year. And your coach, I say, FIFA code of ethics. The out is the sign of the baby.
Sadly, boss. The
More money minister. We go to buy in December. What can? O Samuel was on your than the waka. Yeah, you pan waka. Wait your wakasa papa. Say, Munyan tre minister say, Mamu, it doesn't matter the number of years you've done football. If you are in about 40 years, we fine. But we'll see. Sabo namubo we are affection. You have nothing to declare. Your league, you know, where be the third and fourth, Munyamu ye pay. Because ye ni idea bia they reward it. So be by third, we be second. So he's saying that look, let's move on. That 3 points is enough. The mebo ba second nations banning and say, sa overemphasis on 3 points. Senka ebia nations for Mamodu Omadi in such a way. If you don't win the league, no problem. We have business models. We are looking for sponsors near the Ombebabe Buantino. Next year we still have the chance.
You're over 10 years. Say Anka.
Okay, Solo. It's something I think we all have to sit down and discuss.
Media, the only aspect minister no jawu. Everyone was saying no do for crab the leadership, the administrative arm of our football. Omunu here additionally more because some of the normal boss working. Some of them
I disagree with you. Disagreement and say. You see, let's ask ourselves whether the leadership is losing. They are losing anything. Zolo. I didn't know lose. I know someone Colandia. FIFA discover open eche. The only problem. Oh, executive council, you are paid 5,000 for doing virtually nothing.
Nothing. Yes.
So the only how? How many problem?
On the face of it.
There be not the no.
Because of some lack of understanding of the modern trend of the game.
They understand. They understand. But the war so good. Okay, I'm saying that those who are investing Omo do musiki shim na afi beso no. Omo nya hwe no. Me sure say Nana Begani go si apia mo omo ko tumfo wa esika nkomo no omo kodi. No ma dibi aba. Omo ebubo no mbeko togbe ho fabra. Agama mbeko no ho. Ayi friend saying Chelsea foi we beko Haruna Idisu omo na me buso omo no pese. Tisika no ma beji age no. Season and dear no de bebre omo. And also mesa abasa mo mfa bi nka ho.
Because
that is why the minister is saying say umayen koye nim kakra nka ho. Bon de munim ye mra nje mu na munim moduma kotu mra ni nya yate.
Say was sister players akugu pa.
Nya sure say abuchi from come ni mra bi kotu. Omo de nyina say there are people who are not paying discuss why as na be chewe. There are people lawyers and business who go and negotiate. Obi di na dwuma jaw. Bosome wan fa sika ma afiso wan fa ma so you wedi. So those who are in charge of the football clubs, how much are they giving back to the owners?
Next to nothing.
Solo, young Gomra, never to us.
Right, enti ye phone cross when memenda Saturday's edition of Today's Sports. And Augusto Acheampong, Oyerepa 100.7 year live. Oyerepa TV, year live. Facebook, Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa live. For messages, Ebra Ebekin can Eddie I'll be part of the show and then I no pay your phone cross so not yet in someone Ebano Eddie amount and then I no paying our Jumedian so not your best here Eddie free matches are air console around the world. We know a World Cup qualifying matches are Etoja na enra matches awodo etoja ewo comebo qualifiers no emu uko South America matches etimi aba so wabra teams ni bi she ebi so ejegu say table no say kranetie ewo South America one World Cup qualifiers ye di nyina ehunsem eba ene anopai ewo dwumade ne so yebeba ye Europe UEFA World Cup qualification enra matches a etoja ye de hunsem beba yet the matches are eba so ene enso eba coaches ni players womu kasam the fans sem no and also mu kasa the fan matches are etoja no ani nyina ye bobo no e de ba table ne kra no afeni asha se sen kram and a tables no at 2 game weeks and ya bomb our table ni bi so e bi e sha se ne ye be ra tennis mu nsam ahodo e wo tennis mu e ba ene anope wa bra Roland Garros French Open area mu e wo final ene ma ba wa de ne ba so china e mema de no eno so etimi etoja and some ben na players no e de to dwa major shock Novak Djokovic went to me ram e wo tennis Roland Garros men final. And also, I won't say, I didn't know time. Oh, I year Jumedian so yen shen some say, and free South America, ho, and I qualifies in a good sweat coswa. Yet then I won't say no at him. I year Jumedian so not my main fan tuja, SM and Ra games I would do, Etimia Baso Abram. Carlo Ancelotti, one who born the first game at Brazil, one national team, one Ecuador, Ebo 0-0, or Paraguay, any Uruguay. Game no and 2-0. Edima Paraguay, our Comebo qualifiers, Meba Chandra, matches about to send a Korea, Chile. And Argentina 1-0 and Argentina and Chile and some Colombia and Peru ebo 0-0 Venezuela etifie womu shemienum ema Bolivia womu and to me antisakano ewo eye comebo World Cup qualifiers they say we remo South America womu bomb 15 matches. Now the attorney said team bia ebo 18 matches ewo honuma 5 countries and they qualify na ebi enso akobo playoff. And some our Comebo, Argentina, Eddie Kine, one more 34 points. Ecuador, Etosumi and one more 24. Paraguay, Tosumi and San, one more 24. Brazil, Etosuna, one more 22. Uruguay, Etosu and one more 21. Colombia, Tosunsiam, one more 21. Venezuela, one more Tosu and so one more 18. Bolivia, Tosum, 14. Peru, Etosum and Crow 11. And after Chile, Ecuador, one more point to Biana, Kakra. Ninyani said Chile minor, the maybe I can now World Cup. One more bam, I teams on the hard Japan Chile. I can't be say Nima and Korean Famo Muko, and South America table in Chile. And a Catuam, one more 10 points. One more so be anywhere, chance on me qualify. And Jerome FIFA World Cup 20 a year. 26 then I know to me a tojano. Now the Argentina, the Oma qualified at that. ni nyina ne say o hwe matches aka best 3 any points on match mo table ne so a 10 points difference. And Argentina, Diama, Ecuador, and Paraguay. Side teams, you know, and so our pole positioner. One was FIFA World Cup. Yet, no so some no, and the mom, Jumadian, so me Europe, UEFA. No matches a to Johnny Diabasom, and then you are Channel. Yet the home Sam, and the amount. Jumadian, so none on Friday. No way. Me Bachanra, and I gave the bus, so no way. SR3. Italy, woman to me and Tessa Canona, Italy national team, you said, and Yaman Koyo, na Luciano Spalletti, come out, to Gano, yet the Nina said, no way to fear Emma Ellen Holland Bogo, Womutra Italy 3-0, Estonia, Etifia Israel Koshani 3-1 Wales, Eschen Leicester 3-0, North Macedonia, ending a man in Belgium, Ebo 1-1. Now Belgium, they have first goal, second half, North Macedonia. One benya equalizer no sa game ne mu Croatia. Mebacho one say Gibraltar 7-0. First half 3, second half 4. And omni so and of Czech Republic. One say Montenegro e come you know Montenegro and to me ante and matches to Jano say na tie e wo UEFA World Cup qualifiers no emu Bosnia. Ebebo San Marino. 1 p.m. Malta, Lithuania. 4 p.m. Andorra, any England game, no. 4 p.m. Finland, any Netherlands. 6:45 Austria, Romania, and also 6:45 Albania, any Serbia game, no. And also 6:45. No, games are Tojane. European qualifiers nim. We got table Niswa. Group A, Poland Dikain, 1 more 6 points. Finland tosumi enu omo 4. Lithuania tosumi and so more 1. Netherlands tosuna omo 0. And afe Malta. Womu chatuo. Womu any point to be a elho. Uko group B Bosnia. Womu dikan 6 points. Romania tosumi enu omo 3. Cyprus tosumi and so more 3. Austria tosuna. Woman the point to be a and a San Marino, a chatu amoso, any point to be a mebacho, a group C no, say and also on Cemetery. No way. Woman the kind, woman about 3 matches with 9 points. Woman we no matches in Nana. Nowhere group no. I want to also at the chain Israel, I also chain Estonia, I also chain Italy. And I feel Moldova, Israel, Tosumi, and Norway group, and group C. One more 6 points. Estonia, Tosumi, and some more 3. Italy, one more at Tosu at 9. One more any point to be a. And I feel Moldova, one more Chato, one more any point to be a. And so, say Italy about 1 match. And some our side group anymore. One more any Ababia or Henra, Norway at Choma, Shoma, Kamiansa. Amomu and to me, Antisakano, and so what? Ya dear one Samuel, and the amount. Ewo ye Jumadiane so we call England group up. Ewo group G. England dikan 1 more 6. Albania tosumi no 1 more 3. Latvia tosumi and 1 more 3. Serbia tosu 9. 1 more point to be a and Andorra 1 way chatwa 1 suni point and a Serbia born the first game and so we call group H. Czech Republic, Edikai, 1 more 9 points. Montenegro, Tosumieno, 1 more 6. Croatia, Tosumiensa, 1 more 3. And I think Faroe Islands, 1 more Chato, 1 more any point to be on. And so, yet, and also on Semino, Edding, Emo, Ewo, I to Median, so last group, I know, and so a group, I know, Omaya Chato, Gibraltar, 1 point to be on, and so Honoma. Yet, and also our Jumadian is saying that European qualifiers no looking like ahead of games, and also a Tottenham, and Jones Samno, Eddie Atujam, Eddie Amao, now French Open, Roland Garros. Maybe I try your best highlights in it. Nano Yawada, and a Maba one semi final, no, Etimia Basso, a Memani Diano, a Basso, Emra. Now the Etienne says, and the matches, and so quiet, and Roland Garros French opener, and also good Paris. Yadikaka, I say, Ababa one thing, I did a little boy say, well, my crocodile, a can 2 straight sets, 6-1, 6-2 enso ewo and Arena Sabalenka and I guess what a game no a banner here 2-1 a come that the Ama Arena Sabalenka 7-6 4-6 6-0 and Arena Sabalenka and so to me a kaya ewo mabawa no semi-final anymore ya de won sem na de ma ewo oya juma de ne so na area 1 p.m. Roland Garros women's singles final no baso na Arena Sabalenka any Coco Golf omo and this year in ewo women's singles final ya de won sem no de ma ewo oya juma de ne so wo kwa mema na famua and a shocking result in Yanisa Novak Djokovic, no be a Henry Musanka final. We bet me a PM Wakoje at the seat and I saw the Etienne Yannick Sinner and Novak Djokovic and a boy a game no about a year now. Yannick Sinner at Novak Djokovic 3 straight sets. I want a craning and say Ed only Novak Ebebo, our tennis championship now. Ultimate trying 3 straight sets. Ayana intense in Swenra. Ayadia Yannick Sinner. Echi Novak Djokovic. Echa the set in the son. Novak Djokovic. Anya bako crap. I'm prepared and him so. Send a Korea. 6-7 7-5 7-6. And no. I said the result in answer Korea. Ewo Novak. Any Yannick Sinner. One more game. Yannick Sinner. Ewo a year. Roland Garros French Open final game and we to Janyami Adma Kwesiada second semi-final game Lorenzo Musetti of Italy one Carlos Alcaraz and the Bueni na game no de papa equal 4 sets drew baby na Lorenzo Musetti pray dinya went me and twaso and far game no and corner we name say and a 4 sets no and also etumi Lorenzo Musetti Echa first set no 6-4. Carlos Alcaraz. Ebecha second set 7-6. Third set Carlos Alcaraz. Echa 6-0. And a final set fourth set. Woman to be Amonia. Lorenzo Musetti pulling out no na 2-0 in favor of Carlos Alcaraz. It was a semi-final game ni moi. And also on semno toja. And Carlos Alcaraz was set to final with Yannick Sinner. Ewo French Open final and no etoja nyame admo china time no 1 p.m. and then also ebetumi abaso entimaba wa de ne baso ne wa Bradley Arena Sabalenka any Coco Golf J-boy ni nyame admo china ayadia Novak Djokovic wantimi anko Yannick Sinner from Italy one Carlos Alcaraz I don't know a free Spain one more and a J-boy ni and so our men singles ni mo ya de ho sem no ete emo jumadiane so na anopa free tennis na ko other stories ni nyina ne say transfer stories no say dodo na and so na eba wo come last na bobo ko na share ya Canada ese coach ani ding ante Arsene Wenger we da bi we no de be dia ne Arsene Wenger coach Edima Arsenal wo mum bobo ko ni Mikel Arteta. Yes, or the Atuja so Nadia Victor Gyökeres. The style of play no a suit Arsenal. What direct football pe a go poacher. Was Saiwa and a crossable nenamha. Now Benjamin Sesko. What did he tell Pimbo him not to them come and ubi and a Mikel Arteta. What pep our Arsenal, one bobo anymore. Nadia 10 year. Yes, Benjamin Sesko. Our RB Leipzig. A dear Arsenal official bid first offer. One more dia come RB Leipzig say one more per Benjamin Sesko no aba abesia kan and so etumi adia momo yes parties ni na agree aba say a dear negotiations e koso kama agreement nya my dear e wo eye player na so Arsenal go so ani din komo ese omunya no mbepe eso obeba besia kan enso adiama Arsenal wo mo eboboko na no de free aya Arsenal ma so eba wa bro mo advance here Benjamin Sesko wo no so dealer wo di be piem wo Arsenal wo mo team ni mo ede ho ensam na de ma e wo djuma de ne so former Arsenal player Patrick Vieira oya djuma ede ema eya January e wo Syria na de tiane sem na no paya na ebe todwa ese January Patrick Vieira wɔn reach agreement a contract extension ɛba ɛde ama Patrick Vieira na ne new contract a Patrick ɛbɛsan no ɛbɛkɔ akɔsi ɛyɛ 2027 ɔbɛstand contract no ɛde ama January wɔn bɔbɔ kɔ ne nyinaa ne sɛ January ɛgyidie ɛsɛ adwuma Patrick Vieira abɛbɔ no last season no ɛyɛ adeɛ ɛsɔ ɔmo ani yie papa enti no wɔn mo extende ɛyɛ Patrick Vieira ne contract no ɔno nso atoa so ɛsi akan ɛde ama ɛyɛ January wɔn mo ɛbɔ bɔkɔ no ɛno ɛnso ɛne deɛ firi hɔ ba yɛde ma mo ɛwɔ ɛyɛ dwumadie ne so wɔkɔ Carlo Ancelotti na so ɛyɛ a wɔnsɛ Carlo deɛ baabi a ɔbɛkɔ biara na ne ba ne din de David Ancelotti ɛdi n'akyi wɔkɔ Brazil national team na ɔno nko ana kɔɔyɛ wakɔhyɛ aseɛ na onsɛ na yɛsi CBF ɛne David Ancelotti gu so atwetwe nkɔmɔ ne nyina ne sɛ ne papa recommend ne deɛ na mmom na ɔmo pɛ sɛ David ɛnso akyi tum so ɔbɛba abɛtoa so anaso ɔbɛba abɛboa ne papa na ne sika asɛm no na ɛno na ɛyɛ mpanyinfoɔ ntimi kyɛ sɛ ɔmo ngye ntomo ne nyina ne sɛ yɛsi David Ancelotti Carlo ne ba no hɛ na numa bie papa wofa ne so ɔmɛyɛ adwuma a ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɔde bɛkyɛw na ɛnora wɔn ɛbɛtɔ dwa ɛsɛ CBF ɛne David Ancelotti wɔn reach agreement ama boy na kyɛ tum ɛsɛ ɔbɛkɔ Brazil akɔboa ne papa enti ɛsɛ David Ancelotti ɛjoin ne Brazil wɔn national team ne staff na wakɔ ɛne ne papa akɔyɛ adwuma a ɛno yɛ agreement ɛno so ɛtumi aba boy ne kɔ akɔdi dwuma ɛde ama CBF a yɛde ɛno so ho nsɛm no ɛde ama ɛwɔ ɛyɛ dwumadie ne so wokɔ Bayern 04 Leverkusen wɔn aso ɛyɛ a sorry wɔn ɛne ɛyɛ Bayern Munich sɛ the agreement no ɛyɛ signed and sealed yabɛka ɛsɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ a Jonathan Tah na Bayern ɛsɛ ɔmo pɛ no ɛde no akɔbɔ Club World Cup ɛma Leverkusen kakyɛ ɔmo so some boy ne dia yɛne ne contract ɛbɛso June no ti no anka 4 million euros 5 million euros mo famra na yɛngyae boy no ɛmfa ɛma mo na yɛntwa ne final month of the contract no Bayern twetwe ɔmo kakra na mmom yɛsɛ agreement aba ama ɛnɛ ɛyɛ Bayern Munich ayɔ ɔmo adwene sɛ ɔmo bɛtua Jonathan Tah ne sika Bayern 04 Leverkusen ɛgye deɛ firi ɔmo anam the final month of boy ne contract no wɔn atumi aterminate na ɔno nso atumi abɔ Club World Cup no ɛde ama Bayern Munich wɔn ɛbɔ bɔkɔ na no ɛyɛ report ɛba nyame yɛ atum ɔkyena ɛna deal no ɛnso ɛbɛtumi confirm wɔ abra ɛyɛ Jonathan Tah ɛbɛtumi abɔ ɛde ama Bayern Munich ɛwɔ Club World Cup ɛno ɛnso ɔmo nsɛm no ɛba ɛnɛ anɔpɛ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ dwumadie ne so mekɔ England na mede nsɛm kakra firi hɔ ɛde abɛn no a ɛbɛtɔ dwa ɛsɛ Ange Postecoglou Tottenham Hotspur wɔn team no ɛgya ne kwan na yɛsi crucial meeting because between Daniel Levy ɛne ɛyɛ Mauricio Pochettino ɛma Daniel Levy kakyɛ Pochettino ɛsɛ owura wagye Europa League ne deɛ onim saa nkurɔfoɔ bɔgye so ɛwɔ wayɛ adeɛ ɛna wahyɛ Manchester United season ne nyane adeade ɛyɛ ɛdema na mmom ɛwɔ Tottenham Hotspur adeɛ dwumadi a wodiiɛ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ season nim no regardless sɛ wogye Europa League ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɛsɔ yɛ ne ɛma yɛsɛ ɛduru baabi na ɛyɛ heated argument between Daniel Levy ɛne Mauricio Pochettino ne nyina nkɔwie no Tottenham de letter ɛba abɔntere ɛsɛ ɔmo ɛne Mauricio Pochettino ɛwɛ no yɛ Ange Postecoglou ɛnyɛ adeɛ a wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ adwuma biem enti Tottenham Hotspur asake Ange Postecoglou 2 weeks after sɛ ɔboa ama Tottenham agye Europa League no ɛde asi ɔmo ɛnan so na deɛ teɛ ne sɛ Tottenham ɛde to dwa ɛsɛ wɔn hwɛ a review of performances any significant reflection a ɔmo gyidie ɛsɛ nyɛ adeɛ a Ange Postecoglou ɛbɛtumi de ɔmo akɔ promised land no enti ɔmo ne no ɛde dwumadie no ɛsi na Ange Postecoglou ti news no ɛna ɔkɔtwerɛ krataa tententen ɛsɛ wɔde ɛda Tottenham Hotspur wɔn team no ɛne akyitaafoɔ no ase na Ange Postecoglou kyerɛ mu a wɔn nso ɛreflecteɛ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ ne emotions ɛne dwumadie a wadi ɛde ama Tottenham Hotspur One more Bobo Kono, or say a biggest opportunity. At the man, as on no soba, I bet you, ma'am, like Yamatona Mospe. One more Bobo Kona, no, and someone and Posicoglu. One also added to jar. Yet your own Sam Natimao, a yet to bet and so was you that Tona Mospe fans and I say, support Amudimano, a drew baby name wire drink, and your bar name more or the Tarina why. Na ye shep Posicoglu league ni mo any ade was saying a chita for no doson ko and omo dan a dia de kire no or we show omo all the best wa bram aye omo so corporate new manager na wa beti juma e king amatona mosfe wo mo a team no na unim say babonti say Thomas Frank any Marco Silva Thomas Frank o ti juma Edema Brentford, Womu Bobo Kono, Wanona says only the race, no, and so Beba Betijuma Diano, Adiama Spurs, Ama Daniel Levy, and you run no Edin, come on, Trichia, Etumia Con anymore, Yadia no so Samno, Atiamo, Ewo to my Diana so, and after some posti Koglu, Econo, Thomas Frank, and Marco Silva, and Omudino, Abapa. Esomba Betijuma Diano, Ete Ama. Yes, Spurs. One more team now, and also a dear free Bobokono. I swear, Eba, ya dear one Samna Timam, oh, to my dear, so na Enra, Wabra coach, at the 3 Lions of England, Thomas Tuchel. The Premier press conference, Eba, so now, Yebusa coach say, what is Aunt Posicoglu a second or so, yes, Mate. Na news no mete ya no na enshada nyame wanwa ni nyane se no matete ese coach no wagi Europa League ne de na mo me bia na mpanyimfo esake no na Thomas Tuchel say if there is slight disbelief then even a trophy is not enough. Enti Tuchel chemo asesa wo ya adwuma as a coach na se wo ne mpanyimfo no eduru baabi na jidia omo na wofomu a ene masa obaje trophy bi e wo wi assist still womo ebe sake we no eye Thomas Tuchel ne dia whatever o wi e no say o feel horrible edema and Posticoglu ni nyina ne say one of the sub position no wa wo bi da wa encounter bi da na we coach a omo jitum say coaches are hired to be fired name say duru ba bi na wo jinkru ane esikwa a eya na edinin ebi atono entino o feel horrible ete ema and Posticoglu no eya nsemu a owura ne tin Thomas Tuchel wadi to jam efa and Posticoglu ne sakene wa yeti ho nsem no ede ema na Tottenham dressing room a yes players na pala brutal nye easy ni nyina ne say yes players no agdso Ejuma Posticoglu di omo sase resource na nya de na mom o he omo style of play ene kwanya omo fa so gi Europa League na omo gidie se ayade anema be koye enti amom next season enti Spurs players no furious with Daniel Levy ene Tottenham omo management omo say ekwanya omo fa so asake aye and Posticoglu enya de omo players no omo bo ejo so yes de Wama yoma king crash on berry voti etia Daniel Levy and some our Tottenham spare. Womo the team ni no de free players no womo so asia e nano player ya de won some na team out e won juma de so show no weekends edition of Today's Sports Live e won Facebook Oyerepa radio and after Oyerepa live me that's why we England nene Andorra and England 3 Lions womo game no baso me say ko Thomas Tuchel na so wakasa e dia fa game no na Thomas Tuchel dia tuja say we are England fan you must not over-expect before Andorra match simple tiawa Thomas Tuchel say and England the cheetah for ni na mun lower expectations so go so build the team no e bia be ozo Andorra de omo nimbo a ye ko tua for mo so ye ko she goals bebre and odi tuja e say cheetah for ni nya believe na mom e ade a ani kwai say one more expect too much e di free England team no enso ho and central for busa ni say na dentina players e bebo boy any see nya gidie e won e yes score line e betumi atoja e mu no say someone munim say season we matching players and pop o matching homo matches bebre and no more boy players do never camp no ebi mo brebre ebi mo wie season no ene man koya mfa mo psyche ene ade mo de ba camp no eno ntina me di tudwa ese mo low expectations name of owura ne dia tudwa so ogidie mapa ese 3 Lions sombe winning e de ti Andorra wo mo team na ye te no so sem no e de ma e wo eye dwuma de ne so na okom eye David Beckham na so ya na me ya domo a ene e coach na the king enso edi ne birthday e wo UK na the ten say David Beckham say the oko Buckingham Palace o ma jatum so mo be 90 no mo de say e de aka David Beckham the din o enti anche kra free Monday call David Beckham pie ni fie na oba na se o person friend na e say David Beckham ne nyina ne say the king. And so I na adwene say obe 19 no wa bre na nwumro odi ni birthday and so Buckingham Palace ye de no so nsem no e de ma e wo eye dwuma de ne so woko Arsenal boboko na so ya nanka eye Jorginho ne contract bewu month ye wie June and a Jorginho any Arsenal transfer no say oh baby adru no 3 weeks per day me mfa nya hwenti no mo de mo cancel contract na me ne Flamingo nko na ye nko to aso nya adwuma e ma Arsenal team no eti ase ma ye Jorginho Luis Frilo Frela e mo twa ne contract me no a Flamingo announce say Jorginho a new player e de ma Flamingo wo mo e boboko no enso e wo eye Brazil ye de no so nsem no e de ma e wo ye dwuma de ne so na de tie ne wo kopiem e wo Italy mame va tu ja say Luciano Spalletti wakasa na eno Norway chi Italy e so mo e kamiensa wo mo ntumi ante saka no enso e wo ho na no na Luciano Spalletti o ye head coach Edema da Azuris Italy o mo national team odi tudwa ese ene ya nanopa on the game no mo bo no enra enwumre o se nanopa ya wone FIGC Federazione Italiano Gianco Calcio Italian Football Federation one your mpanyin for meeting na obeka say media kire mo wo say Italy wo mo make changes e wo mo football mo make changes e wo players wo mo form mo make changes e wo technical team nya sadia results e beba e wo World Cup qualifiers no say e bi no mbe ho enti Luciano Spalletti gitom esanya dia bibie koye edema Italy woman national team no pese changes and swaba na bibia koye edema mo no e meeting ora no ese on the FIGC woman beye enanopa no ma koya woman the Italy national team no and swaba fa so e wo bricrona mu Gianluigi Donnarumma e no nko akoje aye Champions League oba goalkeeper we de masa ne said dene Arsenal Oyerepa Liverpool Oyerepa nenso no Norway added 3 goals and a goal aye Gianluigi Donnarumma ne post ne mo na Donnarumma dia tudwa ese ohwe kwan no aye humiliate omo a Italy fans abere game ni nyina poma chow was say Italy fans do not deserve this eno aye Gianluigi Donnarumma ne nsamo odi tudwa after say game ne ba na wie na Norway aso mo e kamiensa womo entumi ante enso e wo ho a ye de eno so nsem no e de ma e wo eye adwuma de ne so na nra awia e na ukọ FIGC na womo release Serie A fixtures eno so etodwa no mo de atodwa ese nyame ya adomo a eye 16th to 17th of August sa weekend no e na Serie A e be start into officially Serie A fixtures eye out na week 1 ye behem ni aboson kakrakra week 1 games are eba so no say net Cagliari bebo Fiorentina Como ebebo Lazio Genoa bebo Lecce Inter Milan bebo Torino Juventus bebo Parma Milan bebo Cremonese Roma bebo Bologna Sassuolo ebebo Napoli na fe Udine any Verona game no and also to me abaso enti adia week 1 enya adia top 5 teams no ebia Asia no ewo Italia Serie A ni mu a ye dia no so nsam na dem a ewo na ye dwumade ne so na top 5 teams no say no mo matches enso abeye ewo Italian Serie A ni mo de tienie Napoli Edge League week 1 wobo Sassuolo, week 2 obo Cagliari, week 3 obo Fiorentina, week 4 obo Pisa, now week 5 Napoli any Milan game etumi atoda uko Inter Milan omo di second ewo Serie A ni so afi week 1 ewo fixtures FIGC woma release ewo Italian Serie A no Inter Milan ebebo Torino week 1 week 2 wombebo Italy ombebo Udine week 3 wom ebebo Juventus week 4 Inter ebo Sassuolo now week 5 Inter Milan abo eye Cagliari enso ewo ho ayede won sem na tema Juventus week 1 womobo Parma week 2 womobo Genoa week 3 Juve bo Inter week 4 womobo Verona now week 5 womo any Atalanta game eno so atumi aba so and afa AC Milan week 1 womobo Cremonese week 2 Milan any Lecce ebo week 3 Milan ebo Bologna week 4 Milan womo ebo Udine now week 5 Milan any Napoli womo game enso atumi aba so away first 5 games sadema top 4 clubs ewo Italian Serie A ayede won sem no ede emao medaswa wo Italy mame fanto dwa SN runner AC Milan confirm here ese omo any Christian Kivu womo former player ewie 2027 and run sign eso be dijuma ede amatimani din ede Inter Milan after say Simeone Inzaghi Hilano Christian Kivu and every Palmer na Kivu story what they aye Palmer for one say na Palmer any deal come contract extension Kivu adwuma boy no e was so entinka to asoma yen e mo run kra eji tumo ni omo negotiate afred ye kohwe a yes Christian Kivu ni Inter Milan e din komo ama owura no waka kire eye Palmer say enya ade a obeto aso biem edi amomo nemom oko Inter Milan ene omo akodi juma ama yesi eno our bra story ne buy no Palmer de atuja say omo ye very disappointed ewo Christian Kivu ekwan a ode omo afaso ewo Palmer wo mo ebobo ko ni mu a ye de no so nsem no edi ema ewo eye juma de ne so wo come Manchester United asue ewo England they tell you unso mo the 55 million pounds bid and a call for Brian Mbuemo ema team and day and Brentford rejected here na improved offer United yako am say saying come atwe no akọ animu pa no 60 million pounds and United and call here into omo the 5 and they can 55 no am duru ya no Brentford asking price omo pay for Brian Mbuemo wo ma jetum ama say club to club negotiations ekwa animu papa player no there wajatum dada eso bebo eti Manchester United one we bobo kona no any day free whatever in coming days dia United bet me complete Brian Mbuemo ne deal to Manchester United I know some I won some no eba ye di ma ewo jumadi ne so na enra wa bra na Shanik Sinner Echa Novak Djokovic 3 straight sets and ye game no Novak Djokovic edi 2 just person di 2 just game no boy against Shanik Sinner our French Open no semi-final men's singles ebetuma in the last game ewo clay court enti Novak Djokovic edi 2 just bia na French Open wa me bobiam ni nyina ne se SSA baby ane me kono wakeka e de kono retirement mu ano no enti se next season ye hu no e wa French Open ni mu clay court ne so a e ma ne nya obi anwanwa e no e ye nsem a Novak Djokovic wodi atudwa ye de ho nsem no e de ma e wo ye dwumade ne so enti ye behwe na afei yakọ na yakotie Novak Djokovic ne nsem a wodi tudwa after say Jannik Sinner trying 3 straight sets ɛwɔ men's singles Roland Garros na yɛtie Novak Djokovic yɛbɛtie Jannik Sinner nsɛm a wɔn nso de to dwa ɛna afei Carlos Alcaraz wɔn nso ɛkɔ final nsɛm bɛyi ɛna wɔde to dwa Novak Djokovic after loss to Jannik Sinner nsɛm wei ɛna ɔne nsɛntwerɛfoɔ ahyia and wɔde to wɔn anim.
Yeah, just a great sense of gratitude for the kind of support that I received tonight. It was incredible. I don't think I've ever received this much support on this stadium in my career in big matches against the best players in the world. So I'm very, very honored to experience that. Obviously, not the happiest because of the loss, but you know, I try to show my gratitude to the crowd because they were terrific in the moments when, you know, it seemed like it was going all of his way, and then they would lift me up, they would encourage me and, you know, give me strength to keep going and fight to the last ball, which I did. Congratulations to Yannick for another very good and solid performance. I think mentally he deserved a big credit for hanging in there in the tough moments when the whole stadium was cheering, and you know it was set points down, and he managed to find some really good shots. So he showed why he's #1 in the world. It was just too solid for me tonight. I mean, this could have been the last match ever I played here, so I don't know. That's why it was even a bit more emotional in the end. But if this was the farewell match of the Roland Garros for me in my career, it was a wonderful one in terms of the atmosphere and what I got from the crowd. I said it could have been my last match. I didn't say it was. So I don't know right now. 12 months at this point in my career is quite a long time. Yeah, do I wish to play more? Yes, I do. But you know, will I be able to play in 12 months' time here again?
Yes, and Novak Djokovic, and what did you just say? Yes, it might be my last game. Manka say, and on the last game, or see a bet me in the last game. Our French Open, Omopo, our clay court, no, and so Jannik Sinner, our child Novak Djokovic, area more final, no. One also in Semahodo and Eddie Tuja or GDS, a Yanichi, the man who Ninan so Novak Djokovic, about tennis game, it was semi-final. Now Timmy Chana, I was a Omano, Ayo, de Papa Panono, Nanyaji support and was saying, Naya, our game, Nimnea, dear, it was Rupa, Jannik Sinner, after say, defeated Novak Djokovic.
Yes, well, first of all, thank you so much for coming, for supporting us, me and Novak. That's why we love to. It was such a special occasion for me playing against Novak in the semi-final of a Grand Slam. It's just amazing, no? And I had to step up. I had to play my best tennis I could. I'm very happy how I handled the situations, but this shows again what a role model he is for all of us, and especially for us young players. Playing like this tennis with that, what he's doing is incredible. So I wish him only the best for the rest of the season, and yeah, I think we are all very, very lucky to see him playing such a high level tennis. So it's amazing. Yeah, exactly. That's very difficult. You know, he achieved so many things. He's the best player in his.
And no, Jannik Sinner, one also dear Tuja after qualifying to the finals of the Roland Garros, Carlos Alcaraz. And so Eden Semahodo, Eddie Tuja, now say Carlos Alcaraz, one Lorenzo Musetti, and a boy out channel, Yenti and Samuel Alcaraz. And so Eddie Tuja after the win over Lorenzo Musetti.
I mean, sometimes we just think about myself. Sometimes we think about I lost the set in a match, and we don't think about he wins. I mean, sometimes. So I think that's a difference. So sometimes in the match I think about okay, the players started to play a really great tennis. that okay, I didn't go down so much, probably few times in the matches, so I'm not worried about it. We're in a Grand Slam, we have time to come back. You know, like for example today, when I was playing great, it was just a few mistakes. I mean, we have to think about the opponent sometimes as well. But as I said, I'm not worried at all about you know.
Enti eno na Carlos Alcaraz ono so di odi to dwa after game Ocha Lorenzo Musetti enso e ho me free tennis nim na maserem e football dia me come Liverpool aso e onta omuguso a and negotiate for Florian Wirtz from Leverkusen na say deal na kwa ni mu yie ni nyina ne say Leverkusen asking price 120 million pounds Liverpool ajatum ese omu ebetua seska no ejama bino for Leverkusen ama say negotiations no egusu ekoso a say omu de atodwa ese se bibia ko se de omu expect a Florian Wirtz next week obetime be any medicals edding ama Liverpool team no 18.5 million pounds afibia obejin edi aguni bottom no Florian Wirtz ne salary a wobejin Liverpool wo mo ebobo konima yedin awon sem no edi ma dwuma de ne so wo call former Manchester United assistant manager Rene Molestin woni Sales Ferguson na dwuma na Rene Molestin eso wa futuo bi ede ema eyo run thing ede Ruben Amorim na odi tuja ese season where players mienu e wose oton mu animu ya no de odi kan Leandro Garnacho de otoso player ni dinde Anthony ora ni gidi ese Anthony bad player Sansuna Alejandro Garnacho enso selfish into say so two players he wo team ayadian Empreno and ya de bekoye Ediama Manchester United into another football and he said one beton player see Ediama free bobo konimo na Ruben Amorim to me I am a rebuild no and some and no and some more random idea tuja me free on made many actually I was sent from one and Arsenal confirm my as Gabriel Magalhaes I extended a contract with Arsenal team 2029 and what was Siakai, adding Mama the Ghana sent Gabriel. It was Swabom the Jamal Sound, Womum the team 2029, and on a contract extension or Ebebana and a Gabriel sign extension on what did Tuja as or do Arsenal club only too much. Or say, I love this club, I love the supporters, my teammates, the stadium. I'm so proud and thank you all for the support. We continue together for the future. And someone Gabriel Eddie Tuja after so extending a contract at Diamas now. One more team no Nanije ewo team no more was same any teammate no and any coaching staff ni supporters. One more is very amazing. And someone Gabriel and so I come after say was sign a contract at the Emma Arsenal mature extension no na mami ko Nigeria mra na Victor Boniface Unsen Nigeria and Russia. One game no and they 1-1. A friendly game a Nigeria boy. Na game ni ba na na Victor Boniface. Wako Facebook. Na okochon sembi ho. Na ninsem na oka no Victor Boniface chemwa. What is sumna ba we ewo international football. Na Victor say baby aduru no wabeye bi enti ogidi esem Ebradru, ese ode esomno ebawiye enso ewo Nigeria wo national team no mo na ocho pidgin obawiye and I say I don't hang boots enti Victor Boniface was say on Nigeria national team no wo mo awie yenim de enti ora no eri sansam ne babo nti wabra odi tudwa ese onsia kan enfama the Super Green Eagles of Nigeria bi mo focus on club football no ahese bibia enso bekoye ediama na ye dia wonsam no ediama e wo dwumade ne so Miko Spain na ma ye nsem kakra dia free o na Franco Mastantuano masa enye easy kra akwadane ni mbobo papa River Plate, Mastantuano, or Jibona, they will treat players, our Argentine League, and ask them Ketuakra. Now, Mastantuano due to Madrid, all set and done. bibia koso enche clubs no ebe sign agreement player no wama Madrid ne word waje atum so obeba after Club World Cup Master Antoine join Madrid one team no nyina ne say Club World Cup no de on the River Plate and ebo entino say upe say Master Antoine ya Club World Cup wabra River Plate eba abebo wo mu bi no sene so ese boy we intenten one so be hu ese odrebo no dazzle enema River Plate Madrid enya boy no ama say enche bia boy no ebe ne medical said ama Madrid wo mu team no aba enso abesi akan e dia mo ata say Club World Cup eno so ebe ba na wie ye na enra yesi Barcelona ho a ena me obeto mu yes e fax krana omo yes omo mbiem na omo ko check email nim no yesi Barca team administrator obi email nim yam hye no say ofre one Laporta say owura me ba cho bid di biabo na Laporta say bid di be o say o free Chelsea na Chelsea say omo de Christopher Nkunku ebeje Femi Lopez and yesi Laporta say reply on time catch on say massa edwa bone be no person omo ni edi no Adentina Femi Lopez who the player Bejina in Kuku and our person didn't Babrako Palma Munina ho and Tiasi Bassa receiving mail na and we catch Chelsea said do it there impossible Nina Sanya dia Wamubeja Femi Lopez Amana dem nani achemo and some our Chelsea Bobo no maje Christopher Nkunku no said the deal no and so koye and Tibasa rejecting Kuku swap for Femi Lopez and Samuel no and so to mu ayete and also Samuel Ediamao ewom ayeduma de so Nations League final toja nyame ya aduma kwesiada na de tienie Joao Neves or a Portugal player was say Portugal person mu win game na wo mu nyo money free Lamine Yamal so say yes e ko tackle Lamine Yamal no yes star of the team or yes star of the team one edie enti yenyi ya ni free Lamine Yamal so ni en concentrate on Spain o mu team ni nyina so eno ene beboa ye no ye nsem a Joao Neves sori tuja ahead of game a wo mu ene Portugal me ba chomo ni Spain and so bebo unite Simon ye goalkeeper and the Spanish national team o sini pa ba ko a Cristiano betime ha mo pa no Cristiano Ronaldo enti e was some ye worry of the player was he player no goals a wo hye no any kwan of us who sin akan bibi a kire ese Cristiano so ma nya careful a wo mo ebetumi asofa e wo Cristiano Ronaldo ne nsa no eno ye unite Simon no so dia wo dia tudwa ye de mamo e wo ye dwuma de ne so call La Liga so ya wo mo announce ese La Liga season no e be sha ase August 16th and 17th weekend and also a sad date and a La Liga and so a baswa ye day and also some no at the amount Samien Fawen Scott McTominay every United echo a yet Napoli I could prove you up to 20 Ag League and a Robertson say Scott McTominay now person chair Manchester United BB as still no bet me abobo ne no e no akoye e wo Napoli wo mo eboboku ni mo.
We see that, you know, every day in training. He sets standards. He looks after himself. You know, he talks to the young lads and you know, tries to give off his experience as well. And I think he went over there with a point to prove. I think he wanted to prove Man United wrong. I think he wanted to prove probably people in the Premier League wrong. And he's went over there, and I think he's done that pretty successfully, and that's credit to him. That's credit to his attitude and credit to his determination to be the best version of himself, and now he's a king over there.
Enti Yenjina Robertson semno so na yemfa amano ne nsem no ensi ene anope still ye live e wo Oyerepa 100.7 live on radio. Oyerepa radio and Oyerepa live e wo Facebook and afi Oyerepa television digital terrestrial channels no scan e obenyan e wo so na wa hwe show no enso e wo TV so the boss player
na sorry is answer
oh there baby oh
time ninji
time.
Oh, yeah, kakra.
Saturday, no day.
Oh, yeah, deputies here, kakra.
Me see me 30 minutes I can.
Deputies here,
Oh,
I was all tank. I'm no tankers. And a pen and my uncle for them, you say, 17. My uncle for them, you say, and then 3 or 5,000 there. There were 10,000, 8,000, and then they come. And they will say who their lawyer and a key to toy. Some to 8,000 the NB. And there will be a boy mom toy and now 5,000.
Now, some bet me no be a partner.
Yeah, sir.
Oh, me, madam for yet me partner. Yet partner, I'm so to me.
Now, Monemo, you're no my partner. Oh, boys, and I make her say, wow, worry, the Obitin boys are partner. Now, you didn't try to go to them, Jebra. Also, the live name, Gina Beffy. And as you are trying to be a man. And was it once? And
Baba says, I'm putting on a master Suli in the Ufio Dibia. And I just will feel.
How many know feel back?
Baba is at baby, but most of the time will feel.
Debbie,
do salad there. You couldn't.
Baba went to Anton and Chia to my hard to adapt another man can't be out. Oh, dear, yeah. Well, we must just say Brazil and all the same. Okay.
Meet me, I can't scan, but
Zakito so Manchester did ding I went to Anton and Chia Empany. 7. Let us say, Emperor wants him to the Ango Cremono. Then you to be any. But what Cremodi was auto and G. That's I ain't said.
You told you that and every one of you is easy.
I thought, oh, man, of pay a bushel manga dafimo. Almost say normal average near 10,000. Echo, you were 20, 15, but all 5. I'll be none a baby as a basoka 18 years. Youth employment in children. And at 8,000, so when you're 1924 now, almost a sick road. No,
that's a figure. I will wait and said, I'm
that be an idea. You will be an idea. You will be 5, 8, and 10.
Mr. Figures or boys, I said, I'm easy to come by.
Baba is like to Manchester. We are seeing an idea. Only mean ton and 10,000. 7 young about
right, yeah, I have one a tearphone na we a kangen energy drinking water, Nibre and a sono. Whatever because since we kangen energy drinking water. Na ufi na se binifia onoma na oyakechi ha no krani ba ko pena oyakechi nemum. It was last week na ye be phone lines ama so amanfo misa the question be on person misa omo reaction and answer omo experience with kangen energy drinking water na amanfo frɛ eka eniama bebre na eniama ni bi wo ha obi kan na wo be ka se na nsuo nso na mo kan te se ne ase ne ye dro bi se ne nsuo se wo nom ya wo hu se ne atie wu mba se wo nom kangen energy drinking water and obun say yes sana esi na etia no pay na de make ho asem benefit of drinking alkaline water. Benefit of alkaline water therapy and as a benefit of drinking alkaline water. Now, Edika yakasa alkaline water. Yabaha babe test ya the children say insua ni pH no ebro 7.0. Inti alkaline water yen kangen energy drinking water near purely alkaline water. The pH no sene nim dada no pH no 7.5 to 8.5 purely alkaline. Na yabaha na nya kangen enko na yaba beton nemo ye educate ye ho anase ye nyina ye sua de se be ya ye nsua ye nom ye be ma ye ni aiden akọ because ensuo na wo nom no acidic wo how bebri e de ma woni padua na edikan ye be hwe e de ne friend acidic water say o pH scale na ye be hwe pH scale no o hwe pH scale no so ensuo acidic no o de pH tester no test ya unya color yellow ana lemon green ana sample no eno red sanete but nsuo no alkaline o test ya wonya color blue ana purple and kangen energy drinking water no ya ba be test ya ama wotimi hu sene etie pH scale no da so no wo hwe ase wa on say wo benkum so no red na fe yellow orange lemon green sa ni nyina no ya acidic na neutral ni chese ya dantem no green no deep green no alkaline no any blue no right side no kangen energy drinking water no purely alkaline water minia sɛ wonom acidic water anaa wotaa nom nsuo a ɛyɛ acidic a ɛyɛ na dɛn na ɛyɛ ɛde ma wo anɔpɛ yi meyɛ sɛ okay wode yɛmfa ne sɛ mempromote nsuo biara wode yɛmfa ne sɛ mempromote nsuo biara meyɛ nipa but mepɛ sɛ mema m'ani kɔ me nsuo a menom ho enti mepɛ sɛ meyɛ research kakra na mehwɛ sɛ nsuo a yɛnom ɛyɛ ana ɛte sɛn na sɛ yɛ acidic a adeɛ na ɛbɛtumi ayɛ ama yɛn ɛyɛ alkaline so adeɛ na ɛbɛtumi ama yɛn enti ano mebisa Google enti me Google and I'm say what is the effect of drinking water with pH a ɛyɛ below enti sɛ ɛbɛtɔ screen no so a ɛbɛhwɛ ano yi a ɛyɛ minyaeɛ na
pH ɛwɔ fam
ɛyɛ below ɛwɔ fam
below no yɛ sɛn no
ebi yɛ 2.5 ebi yɛ 3.5 4.5 ebi yɛ 5.0 5.5 any 6.0 hɔ
so effects of drinking water with acidic pH
with acidic pH.
Okay.
And we no meter na me bisa we no enimdia no ko ento we ameka obi nso betima aboahim na obinya something friends and similar. Also then dental erosion. Just wo se etimi ma wo se kra efom den esote ehi me da se papa onim pani we so opani a na yese nyama konka wo se ebetimi ehi
o wo se ba ko
digestive issues so wo didi aduane no yam obetimi anya issue a so didi aduane no enche da ntimi enyam papa and then there was disruption of body's pH on said ni pedua no nyame nyansam no oye no alkaline fa and afin so no acid nso de efa your gastric acid e we yam ni nyina no eboa se ni nyina e balance yi a ni pedua na atimi regulate ni pH ni yi but say wonu stu a wonom ya acidic odua na odie saa eni inframa ho me kra no ni nyina e ka ho ma ni pedua produce more acid than the alkaline nature na obre pa enti we no de edima ne we kra dem search no WhatsApp afa yanko Google ankasa ni enhwe sa wonom nsu a ni pH no eye below eye friends saying eye acidic water no now you could see say variations na edema ya ne kire say that dear friend digestive issue no obenya odidi a entimi nyam yie e na afin so no wankasa wapomodin otun so na ma na waye weak enti se wo hwe the acidic water eye ma nipadua no a de e kire ne say onom alkaline water na ade a acid reflux ade friend acid reflux obo odidi a na ade ne bo ehyehye no obo also na koma ho ehyehye no sa niam we nyina as a result of dodo na as a result of excessive acid ewo nipadua no na Kangen energy drinking water ne de because say alkaline water nti no sa niam nyina reflux hohoro acid ne mum efri nipadua no enti de that screen so yi we Google na me bisa no say ye no mu nsu a nti wo hwe ba bia cap ni si na o say 7 reasons why acidic water is bad for you. Enti me search keke e wo internet no business what is the effect of drinking alkaline acidic water or say drinking acidic water say na that screen so no with low pH no can lead to several health problems and issues with water quality acid no say water can corrode pipes the acidic water can corrode pipes and Oshemo said negatively impact your health by irritating out the friends and gut lining disruption hormone production and potentially increasing the risk of cancer potentially increasing cancer potentially a bit to me ama the possibility say ubenya kokora yare cancer no high long-term exposure to acidic water can also lead to dental damage and na yakadi kaka wansem no se be ma wo sen etinye hi enti ene halitosis ene nyamane ma do so bebre no bisa say nsu a wonom play role exposure can lead to dental damage digestive problems and then yanku anim ne share some of the health risks o share health risk na you be ubisa say what are some of the health risk na for animal say digestive issues Otuo so ekwa the next slide e be kire say ema immune system no weaken enti obi onom nsu a acidic water no den ema immune system no den weaken ema immune system no weak immune system no den ene nipadua no wa sojafo a ebo nipadua no ho ban tia yare wa bra wonhia se obenom aduro bebre ansara wagina wona so enti wonsu a wonom no acidic a sa immune system no weak enti obi a onom acidic water and immune system weak a obi a onom alkaline water acid enim so hwe a indirectly no ono so ne system na be den obi be ka se bi a enye automatically direct but the tie ne se acid no ko mu acidic water no ko mu na be kwa how de a ene wonom alkaline water na ko mu de ne be automatically ɛboa wapɔmuden in as much say kangen energy drinking water ɛnyɛ duro no adeɛ ɛkɔ mu a anasa wonom a ɛhohoro fi efiri nipadua nom balance the acidic nature anasa acidity ɛwɔ nipadua nom na ɛfɛnsa ma nipadua no yɛdɛn ɛtumi egyina ɛnan so dental problems heavy metal no ɛno nso adeɛ hygiene and the organ damage. Long exposure to heavy metals in acidic water can damage organs, potentially causing kidney disease, liver diseases, and other serious health problems. We know that screen is on a teacher say obi a wotanom acidic water no ebetuma ma organs ye ka organs I no wabobo so no o kidney o sa and afin so no o liver wahrawa and wakoma any sani emana woni padua na very important organ bit se wakoma a ebo ni padua na ma konkan no e ma sani emana e weak enu nti ene ye sin make sure say wunsu a wonom no why then what test ahwe abrebia nya o pH tester no na test wunsuo no now we say alkaline na enu nti na say kangen energy drinking water the only alkaline water so far me makame across because ya fi say fi adwuma we ache na Ghana ha nsu fufuro bia yi ni ti a ye test na test na ye test no so no anya pH indicator no pen e test ye use electronic pH indicator so eno no wo hwie nsuo no gu adiem na wo the electronic pH indicator no at the meter wo di shema e be ready na amount numbers no na amount the actual pH of nsuo no amount say nsuo no alkaline and say acidic na so far nsuo a ye tested there we are yet to come across any alkaline water but Kangen energy drinking water straight away o test it you get your 7.5 you get your 8.5 I just pure no alkaline water ye recommend the ama obia na obi nso tie me obetimi nso agugo no bisa gugu say me nom alkaline water and Kangen alkaline water there in the be ye the ama me it will speak about say the fact say neutralizing acidity acid na ye ka say onom nsu a acid wo mu a how ni padua no Kangen water na ni pH no wosoro no ma balance acid na wo ni padua nti no obi a odidi a aduane ta be gina ne bo ta be gina ne bo nti yenyi pH scale no fro na fe yemfa friends saying squeeze back no emra enti these are some of the issues onom acidic water vomiting, diarrhea, kidney disease, liver problems, stomach cramps bia ne yam tire ne ya pa sa ne ma nyina and ya I said drinking acidic water also leads to low calcium retention enti emma calcium enti mit na ni paduanom o a oni calcium so no bones weak bones friend udompe weak enti obi nipa no onyini nche na afi wa hya ase ego onyini nche na wa hya ase ego ye ka se ye nananom kane no na omo ho odin pa e na omutimi nyini che obehu abrewa kra akokra na ne ho odin wo hwe article here that screen so ya published on December 7th 2023 ya e na wo che say otanom acidic water ade ema ulusu calcium because acidic water and calcium nim enti na ema ebema bones kra weak so what ya say osteoporosis dompemu yare likely so be dey obenya eno nti na say nom Kangen energy drinking water anope ye numbers no obi a ope bi ato your numbers no mo show TV so no any social media no numbers no really enti yemfa squeeze back no ento so radio for number no 0241 449191 anope ya ofresi si ameka say opese utubi na oton ana otododo na wetimi ayusu last week obi frɛ program so ye bi phone lines or say otimi to be 30 packs e the money family onkoton oton on ni fie anom keke because we hu nsuo no eso mfa so se ne etie ope bi ato Kangen energy drinking water nyame adom sisia no ya tre Ghana hafa na nyina every region bi aye ho nom enti bomode na frɛ ofrɛ office number ne sisia ba bi a wo no wabisa se na menya bi ye be direct o se wo ba office se wo se ye deliver the brew e ba bi a wo nso aye free delivery e di ma distributors any agents and afin so ankran so depending on how much a wo beto ni ba bi a wo number no 0241 449191 yegu so aye kasa no obetime squeeze bars na free honum na afi distributors ni numbers no so we keep course and that screen so no enti wa wo hwe original wo de eben wo no na wafa number no na wafrɛ me pe Kangen energy drinking water ni bi ananso say unhu baby a wo numbers a fly o screen so yi ebi men wa from main office number no sisi a o send SMS and o send WhatsApp message a ya de ebeba ama yensa ka WhatsApp message no ya de a obetimi afrɛ anase ye number no 0241 main office de no 0241 449191 0241 449191 91 ye ka say ya wo fra ade a ebe ko bo ho no ma e adwuma kakra na poso taye ne ya now wa poso taye o ya no ebi onye ni nyina na e wo so kokope ye friends ointment bi se wo di twitwi ebi ho no ma as a result of acid so ena adwen saa no enti unom kangen energy drinking water na insuo ankasa generally when you drink water it flushes out toxic substances if you nipaduanom na kangen energy drinking water no enam say alkaline nti yenim say one contain antioxidants sans insuo we o the ORP meter eshema oxidative reduction potential meter eshema only read negative figures and that is the reason why I can say obire apple no bin so enom kangen energy drinking water no nyina mu ye gina the same scale enti unya apple ntimi nwe unta ni cucumber unta ni alkaline fruits any ade unta ni atosode any fruit ni ade no odi eto kangen energy drinking water nanom na obehu se ne etie obo ho no se oho ana ne nsa aye ni tititi ni nan aye ni titiriti enye bibia eye wuntini na efa moja ne fam no ene mu asie insuo no insuo no sa wonom kangen energy drinking water because alkaline water ni ntino hohuru fi efri ni paduanom na eyi acid efri ni paduanom no ade eboa ho ema oni paduanom so ye de ejina ne nan so obi a insuo a woni ni paduanom nsu papa no ontai enyare ontai enyare ni enti a amanfo etaka se kangen energy drinking water no chen duro no ene se me sei obi a insuo a wo ni paduanom ye nsu papa no ontai enyare ena wakwa no maduru ena nye yare bia nso na edi no maduru sometimes o ta yare ya eya hwe wunsu a wonom sanse ni pedua no nhwehwemu akere abodie mu nyansape akere se ni pedua no ohancheche mu ba aduosia num eko eya aduoson so ni nyina eye nsuo enti nsuo wo ni pedua ma edoso se aduane a wo ni pedua mu enu nti na wo be ewo so make sure say wo be ma wani ayeden akọ your friend saying we nsuo a wonom eho no se na tie enti kangen energy drinking water 1 alkaline water 2 also containing antioxidant 3 adia microclustered eni no yanketenkete enti onoma enhye wafu na moni padua ne twe ema wo cells a ewu wo cells a eda ni nyina no revival cells no mani padua no yeden etimi ejina na so adwuma esese make say ya main distributors ni be numbers and fly was screen so no but office numbers no obetima free office was 0241 449191 open so place order na ye de brow ye free delivery edimawa free number ne sisia open say ura business no na so ton bia just with about 2000 Ghana cedis obetima start say so why distributor the entire ni say ensure we start ye no na ye just say ye agent no kra na enu ba bia ba sisia nam say ensure no ekọ woton a ekọ ni sent no Ghana ha ba bia obi apebia ton enti wo kɔ from mantem wo kɔ tifi mantem wo kɔ atoya mantem epuye mantem asante mantem hanom nkrambumbuni mantem nyina ba bia obewura bia no ye wo distributors wo honom a omo ba kumase ha eba be fa in bulk ebi fa 1000 packs 2000 packs 3000 packs e de kɔ because insuo no to a de ekɔ na amanfo atime hu sɛ ebra so sɛ yensu a yenom no ye be sakre ye be sisem sɛ ne tie enti anopai ma kyerɛ sɛ ne unom acidic water unya problems ewo nipadua ene wapomodem but kangen energy drinking water na purely alkaline water no unoma this is emwa eden edema enti omo mutie last week wa ha no mo say omo frɛ no dio ensem omo kan nyina wo so na mo pressure na mintimi na me sha asese me nom kangen water na fe me to ho a metimi da kama ene ade o kan sa baka se bia oboa but this is the water that emma adwene no relax imagine no relax into oto a woda kama emane makonkan this is kangen energy drinking water obu ho no ma ni moja entimi ni afrusa ne nyina no a o ye bema na adwuma entimi konkan nyina dehydration or they hydrate yourself with kangen energy drinking water na wa akobo say ampa
no thank you
enti number no once again 0241 449191 na legend me sorry so no ma menchia me krom hene baby am nyini
oh sorry na oh sorry so
okay me sorry so no
oh sorry no
o say
oh sorry so dia na je say now da bibi so na oh sorry so ndi ka say me sorry no it is all na so
last week meet you Nicola
there is all na so me sorry no okay oh sorry so dia o da bibi so na oh sorry so
okay na bibi na bit my be
a umpa so
okay
Ebia what ya from? Bia wompa bia ne. Ebia what Tony Pebiso.
Legend.
Because also this would be I can't say.
Me sorry no. My main call wasa amponting crew. In fact, mo fi di ekwachi.
Ona wunyini ye.
Ehona mnyini.
Oh fine.
Ehona mnyini. Me ye group boni nti me free.
Wasa amponting crew.
Yes, asesa.
So wasa side o.
One ye village. And your crew man kasa no
asese wa na obuku bi mu market day at asese o yo crew
me ho na ye me village
wow
enti baby a betena ye wasa enti wasa pontin crew sam potem wo wasa dwabo
ti brofo kikimba ni ade nya wa na osua no
legend ye time no uko school na nsu ato na nsu yira nsu na timi twa no we ha
na namu
na o school bag no so na we dey nam sometimes you timi yiri by 3 days na
mo na wose mu ye leaders or Ghana how people with experience obi o ha oh fine I like people like you ye wo obi o ha otie ye wo no wo skwa ye wo no wo patase eno ko Lutran ye so ya na de car ni akosi no ne land box no akono aba owie no ko poku area so ko prempe owie no ko tech eno omo ye kasa mo ngabi o
abrabo no she dan tisi
omo ntiase obi atwanzu akọ school ne bag so no adoko kofu
me ne bi baba
ye mamu skasa mo bra obetu no disi a ase bi na
ko retire ko school ka den so fine
me say head of program for mommy program say that
I was saying because nsu ayiri me na edame ha ono de na ne nan ka form na me bita na me bag nsu sumi na ye ka nsu ne friend dame ano and o ma to galam say ase ni na wo kokra wo river bank no na those days na nye easy enti e ho krobofo a ho nyina ahene friend no Nana Moses Nana Moses program o mo mfa nyagro and ye gise me time dia sports so o mo ti ho ani amponti in fact amponti kro me kaza me bodia menya asem because ehho na me yini ye ahante abusuafo ho do so me maame Joyce me papa Joseph Te me sister Christy mo omo nyina ho na won Nana Moses ye chiao
why there's what kai
onimi a ene ohwe me nyina no kange na naje drinking water ene Oyerepa sports crew nyina
yeah so what kai obu o wa on kai obi a no answer on the otewa obi say ne ya ne ne say why dey nyamin show. Good morning boss. Yesterday I saw Baba Isa and his squad at Mayanka going up and down. Yesterday, the cow's prices were not easy.
By the kind courtesy of Solomon Kata, Yenya Zakito cow.
When you're Zakito cow,
born again. You are wasting time.
Oh, Masamu go try video.
But Solo say this is Zakito's cow. Oh, Tama.
Masaja.
With me phone abecho. Solo na send the bread.
Ontimento. Zakito ontimento.
And Solo me you one.
Nenchewi.
Solo say this is Zakito's cow.
Ontimento.
Oh.
Oh, need to get it to webi.
Zakito Solo.
Ontimi. Me say when Baba is omo nyina. O man to nentwe. Omo joining forces. And then go for
other people. Tama. We dey be the Solo na dey buy nkanye sa aka me dey nanka eja nka nini eyi aka. Na Bon, happy birthday. Enkoma eye akonoba. Na enura na nanka ye akonoba birthday na so enam se nura ye engagement ne. Efri unuanom ho no mo sisters ohima madam and sister Justina eni abusuani nyina akonoba Tama akonoba no happy special happy birthday emfa nkoma akonoba
eno so free
if you obi a woni no bad ba konsi me money din but na busuafo ni nua no mo eni na busua na se yemfa dwumadie so na yemfa wish no yeah enti no akonoba special
we can do this anyway all right
enti kono Tama wada Roma me headlines na me wo nkitwa bi wo ha me pese me yifi ho na me wo kese ba ko eno de mesra wo mre na eno krampo no ni ba bi no meji wo input kakra na voice ka ho voice no so I will claim your indulgence na wa mama bo akosi say na be ya be complete me you know
840
din Amankuna to House of Folk is about 80% done but where he will stay is hindering the progress.
80% done.
Say, in terms of Ebia meji say bosumi ebetu akase ni.
So where you stay no? Omunya baby man ntana baby o person otana no omunya.
The tiene say House of Folk player bi aba ukopo bi man. But amankuna de no challenge kakra wo ho. Because obepese ono betena ono kwa no na se ne be ya obetima atena. What you say? Say what you
say. Just say. If it's a policy, so all players will leave up with me. Player be on your ready so better put my piano. He cannot play for Hearts of Folk.
Thomas, I want to say you was special.
The boys are you create problems among the group. Now some of them you be on the best court now. The moment I have my back content, just all more macano so. They will start demanding say baby moment.
And not necessarily
and to avoid and to forestall all that, you know. They can't go for him. That's
but the coach says he wants him.
Ah, okay.
Nti ehono e say nti say omutimi hwe na omo etimi enya Nations FC crumbles under the pressure from some top people at the FA. They will play against Heart of Lions on Sunday, but Dr. Che says 3 points life were more important to him than 3 points. Nti tama message no clear. We say na e wo musi asombo say ombebo no na they see what basake no na enipa nkwa hu hia no sense obeka so kogite
na say no much change your position no never
message
they have succumbed until they hear something.
Yeah, see there they are playing under protest. That's the correct word I say with the counter. But say team come dem say enkoba ye but no team can.
So it was always going to be like that. So what I say?
Now does it say it doesn't change protest position and all those
and Tinaka also moves the same be. Oh, that's it. There's no way this GFU or FM or Ghana a case like this something now Trebeka.
Of course.
And why you protest there? So why? Go and play. But initially it wasn't like young more just at TBB.
The Enra General Secretary no class say and go for almost chinchina I say I can't say no. Na ye yifi ho no. Omo nim say even the last match no so betimi protest betimi aba ama I hold do ayinti. Omo no omo nka so omo koye coronation na say omo declare champion be at least for now.
Okay. The best here.
Kotoko supporters storm baby any to help Accra Lions beat Gold Stars or draw with Gold Stars so that Kotoko can win the league at on the last day.
As a way every bossy. As
I mean, be Mikasa no more. They are there.
That's a me be uncle baby, obi any baby.
I don't know baby any. I mean, I'm going to be a cobono. They are there. They are in baby any now. I'm saying, I said, Accra Lions to me or do Gold Stars crown Kotoko G League.
They say, "Oh my nations are free." Kotoko decided the nations. Come on, decided nations. Kids now.
They are still, but I can't be. Nations there. There's a straight fight between Kotoko and
Kotoko saying,
and I think Kotoko
58.
Hana Gold Stars was 60.
And the Gold Stars both draw Kotoko the head-to-head
battle. League, you know. If that is if Kotoko win, I will vision.
Okay.
Say you are now understand
why. League table no some Arabian na something there.
Born for league table no da.
Na there's a vision so omo survive na.
Vision okay, they are okay assembly anyhow. Say after the what dey ntia omo ko hon mo no.
Oh mo nyako.
Omo do tama omo ko enra. Match me Sunday or
Don't na Carlans when go ya na.
Omo si omo kra di kan ho ko paper grounds no fa.
Me just say Carlans when go ko. So Carlans are relegated and me what?
Yeah, they are relegated.
That is England and Italy and Spain. That's
Tama me last one ni soro patcho your voice ni ready. Na me patcho me srewo me say head of sports ni nyan mo hanya. Patcho munyima so na montie. I beg the president to make the minister of sports active. He has no job. That is why he can be talking like that. If the minister is doing his job well, football won't be like this. Tamale Stadium, Esipon, Tema are all in a mess. the minister of sports is not doing his work well, yet he says he wants match report. Who will give him the match report? I blame the GFA and myself for not giving him our code of ethics, regulations, and the bylaws. Nano Oduo Safo takes.
Tree and Zana Yakobo boys. From the Okan, you can tree, mamma. Bezamatiati. Can tree.
I say, Obe Bunko to be president. Oma minister Nedumanye, na unye Jumaye.
Eh.
Na minister no only yentina. Ama okan sama okekano. Na wajumaya kay football and said yet. Na onko Tema Stadium. Tamale Stadium near Sipomina as a Jego Asaya Basa. Na ono also up a match report. Why did the match report in the Bamano?
Match report, bay.
A Basakane nations.
Ministers up a match report.
Minister say obetwe report no. Na report no ba. He will demand they say those who should be punished should be punished. So minister no and the can say we first o. And na no do so for react to it na. What to be a gumusa no. Boss on patch of the what you say.
Also on match report man.
Or say why the man who will give him the match report? Na on football na say. Not football asia na enye ono a e ono oblemu e fenu na ono a na no do safo no. Say obaye na kom koma no regulations ni bi ni sa no man na kon keka de okeka no.
Okay.
So
in the first place, I don't think say the Minister for Health, the general public, no one can say private hospitals owners, clueless and they don't know what they are doing. In the first place, he will always say some because some will take him on and others will not. Nipoko here interview why Odina bro because so what football nasia as we are doing, and I'll blame the GFA, including myself. So by or second code of ethics, krata, the man of disciplinary code, the man is statutes, the man of regulations, no kind, no who where the box stops. No who relates Ghana football because in the interview, the team, or say or train report from who? When did they report him? Man, match commission report him. Yeah, they call GF. He cannot come to take our match commission support. The minister is not part of the football. The minister is minister in charge of youth and sports. But I think say I'll use this opportunity. Best president, in the president, the acting president, say, yeah, my minister of youth and sports, and active. Now in that case, ministers will get something to do than to always talk about things they don't Minister of Youth and Sports. If the Minister of Youth and Sports, hear the Juma year and Casey Pon and say, Minister of Youth and Sports, correct the Juma year and Katamala and say, Minister of Youth and Sports, hear the Juma and Tema Sports don't say, Minister of Youth and Sports, hear the Juma year and football and by this time, you will name be brave. No Cassandre said, GF enough. Puma justice back from her. Here to sky here they assess some politicians. No mash. Nobody DH. You cry football for Ministry of Education. Yeah, through our connections. You cry my one said each other. You be sick at the cocoa year. Nobody should disrespect the football.
Yate. Nana, first of all, Minister, onye Minister for Youth and Sports. The Ghana, any Minister for Youth and Sports, will have. Mr. Yeah, now so I correct him. All right, you will.
Said I can deal with you. Say Minister, we need my
say everybody discuss.
So, president was a president or Kwana didn't bear on you.
On an amqua. You. Akaba. And I'm going to and they say around the answer. Now the action. Oh,
yeah. We'll be able to share now. Yeah, but sometimes they do maybe out transit. You know what to say. Kabi mami kabi amemu na amoye.
Oh, yeah. Then the bruso.
Amoye.
Yeah, ni me jam bro for no.
Amoye. Yeah, sure. Say you okay in reaction to the voice.
And there's will be able to me Ghana too. Na reaction to the end.
Is it means oh preventive of match na.
Clarity na me peke.
Eno na we say.
There be no prevent me peke.
Na me to aso. Otuo answer na me wura game kese na ba so china no. There is this debate Otuo koso. Me feel say esa man for TSC Ballon d'Or any golden boot difference. Ballon d'Or any golden boot Mr. to difference. If I say Obia o team and pay and I will show a passports on the TV, Facebook, OT or radio. You told $100. There is a football game. I have a cost $100. You see, choose one player. Yeah, Boba Ko Ebia. You find say Munich is a final game. Yeah, Boba Ko Ebia Wembley in England. Now $100. Now to the current footballers are able to do some the best no. For $100 and a question back. Why not the question?
Kosa saying, how bad obese guana bakwa obema why down.
If you have so Jessica so show be am so because football should bring excitement. Why not bet you can question?
Says a normal bobo you know.
They're the best players
and
Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Mo Salah, Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Vitinha, Pedri.
And Lamine Yamal. Medenya no krono an mesa no.
And Obia Wotie Bia, this is simple. The best is the best. And your assist and your goals. The way a baby a limited individual awards they can is making watching football boring. And more football, just I did.
What how I make a case giving assist and play assist on this same program. When what I say goals do hold more we should also look at
when we
who
analyze,
made the goal, where the goal came from,
analyze
and all
issues.
That.
Yeah, analyze
Let's
ask
what okay them
me say, baby I go for what some me say. Obi bet me am assist. Okay. Ebi a prayer assist no ko be here to the assist no. The art of the prayer assist cranny more important than the assist. Listen to
so why do you take that person out of the
I don't have some Bible Tobas.
Onti asem see.
Tobas it say say is the same thing. Obu obet my prayer assist but the game will not recognize him.
What has one make?
But he created an excitement. And so come back you are even agreeing with the working. So it's not about those who score goals.
Goals so nka
Oh, I don't think I said that.
The emphasis of the best player should not be only on the Washer goals to do and not the one man to do. As am I making?
But it looks like that's how it is now. The balls also go on.
You do Bobo.
Because what born to manage the excitement about?
No,
you are talking about excitement. Who can excitement? Who excitement was him?
Hey, the money.
Bafo, danger man. Oh yeah. What support you? You support Liverpool.
As them say, Mo Salah album.
Oh, the guy.
I know you say.
That's me down.
I'm football fans. You too. Hey, I am more biased because when you pick Liverpool supporters feel say, hey, Mo Salah, any other player shouldn't be discussed. Over Barcelona, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, no other player should be discussed. Uko PSG, Dembele, Ebia Vitinha, no other player should be discussed because your team is supporting you. But here when we are about to decide the best, and I maybe some questions is here say, would you $100? So I stadium you know media mawi. Mizutu, yeah, $100. You have it. Yes, you could try kokoshe. Why not be try kokoshe no? The who try kokoshe no, he is the best.
Debatable. It depends on what you want.
Mizutu, let's be fair to ourselves. Mizutu, let's be fair to ourselves. Okay, let me raise questions. Why is Maradona regarded as arguably the greatest player in the game?
Because of the way he played. Pele wasn't like Maradona, but people also still think say Pele was the best.
Pele, Maradona, the show. Pele, Maradona, Johan Cruyff, Messi. To what these players, they have something special. On say, yes, and yes, and no more goals. But over the number of goals Maradona was scoring during his days, Gerd Müller was scoring more than him. Yeah. But when you put these two players on the pitch, you could clearly see, say, the talent both are exhibiting were parking. Maradona, the end was thrown. Na say no na di influence ne ba no. I know that the influence ba. And to answer there. when you talk about the heartbeater, people shift it straight away to the Washington. He becomes the heartbeat of the team. So to who's had no? No, that is the argument now. Say, Yabakase will be at the heartbeat of the team. It shifts straightly to the Washington goes to do.
And they were creating
Okay. So too, you are speaking about influence today. Same people go to PSG, talk about influence, but don't mention Vitinha as PSG best player of the season. You talk about you can influence, but don't tell humble. No.
Na me to PSG midfield here come as Joao Neves, Fabian Ruiz. And one of the underrated players in the team is Fabian Ruiz. Because the Okoyema Spain national team and the Obama PSG that's will be embodied. Yeah, can you now? And you can now but at no point and what Tanaka says our players you should be the Ballon d'Or. And Ballon d'Or. To decisive moments. Any Dembele more initiative. Any day. Last time we were talking about is off the ball, defending skills. Say no you go. Say no you go no share. But near cast a ball in Kutana. Kono osifa faso boa. Emma ultimo no bonansana ball be through na no. Edru finfin no. Na wunni 100% control over the ball. Say no you go share. There na wo hwe PSG team na ma who say PSG team no. This is a work of a coach. PSG team ball no more ball na ma wani. The PSG team to e kakra we feed the fullbacks. The understanding between Nuno Mendes. How it me who ni role. Say Ashraf Hakimi kwa I stay near 3 back. Offer by department. Then you even talk about Donnarumma. Say about Donnarumma about for Howard to win the Champions League, you need a top goalkeeper or show up. Or show up for Arsenal game, you know, or show up for Liverpool game, or show up for game of Aston Villa boy. Say about so. But the Ballon d'Or
is the one who is different from
one individual. That is where that is where the issues where I said discussion echo. Because so that is where the discussion should go.
Conversation is the least of it all. The Barcelona team. Barcelona team there that Rafinha is even the one. They may borrow. Yes. Moto Barca team no. Rafinha. We are excited by his moves and twists and
Lamine Yamal.
We are talking about pure efficiency.
The boy
won the Spanish La Liga best player. He was the top scorer in the Champions League. There are someone can't survive. Rafinha won the best player in the Spanish La Liga. Ahead of
2018, who was the best player in the Spanish La Liga?
2018. Yeah. I think that was Messi. Messi.
Okay, who was the best player at the World Cup?
Oh, 2018 was Messi.
And the World Cup, 2018?
2018, Messi.
Russia.
Messi.
No, it wasn't Messi. 2018 World Cup.
Oh, 2018 was Messi.
Antoine Griezmann. He was the best player at the World Cup. Ballon d'Or went to Luka Modric.
Ballon d'Or
went to Luka Modric.
Okay. 2018 was Messi.
2018 was Russia. France
They give it to Messi.
Argentina won baby. That was one of their worst World Cup. So I was Messi again the best player. Messi won the best player in 2022.
2014.
2022 and 2014.
Yes, 2014.
2018 went to Griezmann.
2014 rather.
2018 went to Griezmann. Luka Modric individual awards won league or won the World Cup no boy, which was the top national team competition boy. None of them know the best, but he won the Ballon d'Or.
Modric placed second.
But he wasn't the winner.
He won the Champions League.
Let's get
but he wasn't the winner. So what I'm passing across.
2018.
But was he the best player in the Champions League?
The best player was given to Ronaldo. But I'm so to engineer the politics that happened in 2018.
So it has changed to politics.
Yes, there's the political twist when it comes to the Ballon d'Or. I mean, Ballon d'Or say straight away.
2013.
There are sponsors who are also involved in the campaign for the Ballon d'Or.
Over 2013. Say because if you say
eventually he was a winner. Politics or without politics.
Twist when it comes to the Ballon d'Or.
2013.
So it means that there can be political twist again.
Of course.
Over 2013. Who was the best player in the La Liga?
I probably have to check.
Who was the best player in the Champions League? And who won the world best? Ballon d'Or. One again. Ronaldo wasn't the
scenarios that
best.
we've
So I'm
criticized
trying
before.
to tell you,
You know,
sir.
that
I'm trying to tell you, sir.
We've
Mr.
criticized some of the scenarios before.
My example. Among four squeeze the argument only to club football. But we are from Obed. You're more national team football this year.
How active is the national team football this year?
Urefi said this year about World Cup qualifiers.
Obed, World Cup qualifiers.
Urefi. See about World Cup qualifiers.
Ahead of
in South America. In South America, Brazil is having one of their worst World Cup campaign. In South America. And Rafinha is not even their key player. The best player should perform at all front. The best player should perform for his club and his national team. So to any baby for Akupe. So to the mention I say. Any baby for Akupe. It will be the hey. I hear boy.
And the political twist of it.
Any political twist
around it.
Any political
but
twist.
if you are talking about pure efficiency this season.
Okay, so
in the
politics. Politics has become one of the
reasons.
Criteria.
Of course.
And
so,
that
is why it may affect some of the African players.
How can Rafinha be world best?
How can he be?
No, Rafinha there.
How can he be? But we saw him for Barcelona.
And Brazil.
No, so Brazil might be having their issues. Okay? Brazil might be having their issues. But at this point, your competition, competition, your rating was wrong. Okay? Yempo. When it comes to the Ballon d'Or discussion, if it's not a top national team competition, top one, now a qualifier,
Nations League.
Oh.
It's
just an addition.
We
are talking about
World Cup is played 4 years.
Top Europe, top national team competition. Now. We talk about the Euros. About AFCON. About Copa America.
Karaga we draw the AFCON.
World Cup. So you're African player. AFCON beat me up. When it comes to your chance of
now do you AFCON one?
Then there are exceptions to it. And exceptions, and go through.
Now African player bena abuanada.
Na make us say that's where you draw in the political conversation. That's where you draw the political conversation. Because the question will be, say, how many African players na year near babo AFCON? Otimije ebia club level. League waje. No abeje wa AFCON. Ebia waje AFCON. No asaba abeje ebia Champions League. How many times now we say Sadio Wesi? Now an African player is the face of that club. Because where you come from have an influence in deciding your chance of winning the Ballon d'Or. That is a fact.
There was a Ballon d'Or idea.
And yes, Ancalotero Martinez. Because he's not the face of the Argentine team. He's not the most protected player when it comes to Argentina. Because Italian league has its own limitations.
Argentina bobo now Argentina national team now. That players in a park so bobo. Will you go and choose Lautaro Martinez?
And I'm saying he's not the most protected.
What is project? Don't you mean project any ordinary player? You project players who are exceptional. Who better not project ordinary player? Mizoto. Who better not promote ordinary player? Who deserves? Mizoto. Can I project Frankie de Jong to become the best player in the world? So what's in PR?
This year, man.
This year, I'm going for Rafinha. I'm going for
top 3.
Oh, no, top 3
That
would be unfair.
This is Lamine Yamal na ehwe no. This is a generational talent. Can increase meba. It's 50 years. Meba. Your indicators. I'm to the judge who becomes the best. There were big games all over the world. There are certain games and special games. Champions League in the can answer. To pick all the Champions League games born this season. Even when Lamine Yamal won the losing side, the performance will play also. What the game against Inter Milan? This season Champions League near born. Jenya play be my individual performance better than the one Lamine Yamal against Inter Milan. Even when man qualify. El Clasico games were born this season. When you were the Spanish,
Rafinha will score the goals.
That is until about back to baby. I'm asking if you buy him
individual brilliant. Rafinha look like he just come in and tap.
Debbie, go Shannon. What the art of Lamine Yamal go now to Osheye in the first leg against Inter Milan, and what the Rafinha go. 18 year bobo we are, 18 year bobo we are, even yet me best goal of the season. Tottenham just say, you go anywhere. Yes, best goal of the season. This boy, even on the losing side, normally which you don't even get from other players. Or Chelsea, he's above every player. Born is here heavy. You cannot convince me with only statistics.
Statistics.
Maybe
the statistics will give you a clear indication.
Bona El Clasico na here na almost share Madrid. Santiago Bernabeu, was it the 3-1 or the 4-1? Any Inter Milan game na here so too. Do I need statistics before I will say Lamine Yamal is the best player? Me here statistics. When you play Mzoto, when he wears the Spanish national team, he's their best player. Untimi can same for Dembele, Untimi can same for Rafinha.
Dembele, Rafinha.
And yeah, Unim. And I make a say.
Yami Lama.
Meyana, I say there are certain players
Salah.
Omama within this generation.
Inter.
I'm not saying say you can win every game, but even on a day I will team lose no. That's who shows a war. Liverpool biggest game of the season was against PSG. We also saw Salah.
Obe person just potential. He's doing well, but I can't crab and unprove be more.
And then maybe
before he wins there.
Maybe question. Unprove the what this
boy,
he
has to add goals to his game.
Their boy were here at the age of 17. So to one will be paying. Come on, Obed, don't make that statement. It's insulting.
Comment.
Yeah, discuss also me say comment.
Comment.
Oh no, not from the angle. No, not from the angle. Angle na make an say. Oh, the emotions kakraka.
And now what do they now?
He said, "We are 70-year-old."
Now what did they now? What did they now? He has.
But that's a fact.
That's also a fact.
That's accepted. But
no 17-year-old has played like this before.
You remember best young player.
Now then, do I show goals to the best goals to the top scorer?
I say the top scorer
number. Yeah, man, go king.
Also, that's what her 17. It's Obed. Putting these players there. Now you can't just choose the best. Even when he didn't perform up to his level. Now no game here, you could clearly see the difference. Born between France and Spain and
born done and that's why they chose. London the best player.
Would you choose any butcher will be I don't know the best.
You look at efficiency of a player, okay, and the role of a player. Now, why the conversation is getting difficult for a player like Rafinha? ASA. Look at where he's coming from. Okay. Last thing, not coming from set Nkromo. This is a player that was nearly shipped out. Okay. Good. And he's not a player that was projected. Lamine Yamal was projected.
So why is he not projected?
Because of where he's coming from. Where he's coming from, yes, Barcelona team no. Okay. Before CBS season we Arsenal. Now they not Lamine Yamal kwakoye o Euros no. No they ban. Omo said the next player to lead the Barcelona team.
He lived up to expectation.
Rafinha was a player. It was an element of surprise. Oh, coming out from nowhere. And to hear conversation now. The Barcelona fans and even Barca as a club would prefer to the skills and flair. No, no, you.
We don't. Mama, I am a Rafinha skills.
No, to Rafinha.
I agree on you.
Oh, yeah, to move. Nobody is saying he's a bad player.
At the moment, he's the best player on earth. At the moment.
He might be the most entertaining. Of course. Rafinha What is Rafinha What is Rafinha control? What is Rafinha?
It looks normal.
What looks normal?
Rafinha.
We are talking about a player.
Oh yeah, dear. But
what Rafinha did this season, what he has done this season, Spanish La Liga, Champions League. Yen tell who sao.
Rafinha did any Ballon d'Or deal. He's doing very well.
The Barcelona team I can this season. We are talking about a player in terms of assist, in terms of goals, in terms of the play of the team. Without the ball, his defensive.
When I have problem with, I analyze football. Okay. Yebo game, Mr. Two. Then, okay, Martin Odegaard, who is a playmaker, picks a ball, Mr. Two. Split a 5-man defense. At the pass, I'm a Kai Havertz. Then Kai Havertz, 1-on-1 against a goalkeeper. No, Bobo not working.
One assist.
How?
It's no accessory. Who know be a cambo about to actually?
I said the SA football.
You really assisted.
I said the SA football. To example, I'm the man. Me say Martin Odegaard picks a ball as a playmaker. Split a 5-man defense. So, Emma ball could di Kai Havertz one. Kai Havertz 1-on-1 against goalkeeper. Number 2 about to happen. Rafinha picks a ball. Rafinha picks a ball. Zutu. Or only one defender to beat. Pass the ball to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal bobo not to net. Lamine Yamal should go. Rafinha assist. Odegaard Emma pass. Kai Havertz and me and share. That means ye baba JJ. You see because Odegaard the ent me anko to net.
How
do you? Your
effort did not yield any results.
Better one match we say. So why
football teamwork?
How do I go out to say because Odegaard born Antoinette in it? So Odegaard and you'll be your Christy chances money players. How? So tell me say how? Eti yeah opportunity to we need to explain things well. What I'm trying to say is say Zoto, this is a player at every single level. National team, club side, competitions are the national team compete, competition and the club side compete. He has excelled. And in yes, or your ordinary player, Zoto, offer any the Spanish national team, or want to be moved with Lamine Yamal. Barcelona and team moving with Lamine Yamal. He's Barcelona's most influential player. Since Obed.
Barcelona vote to pick one of them, Rafinha and Lamine Yamal. If you are the president of Barcelona, who would you pick? The president of Barcelona Football Club.
I can't hear about because of long term.
Okay, order for next season. For next season, we are 1 season ahead.
So the maturity, Rafinha,
so we have to have time and come home.
Back to Ochina match, no. It comes back to this debate, but this is how I want to analyze Ochina game, no. When Mizotoye classify was the best goalkeeper, the best defender, the best midfielder, the best attacker, who show against the best, and who show in big games. Lamine Yamal can answer Mizoto. Some of the top left backs in the game this season are Washiano. He has been able to beat Omunina and show supremacy. Federico Di Marco, Theo Hernandez, Ferland Mendy, Alphonso Davies. Players here may be born with them. So currently, when you pick the best 10 left backs in the game, what is our players in Yinabeko? But first season where I have boya, the best left back is Nuno Mendes on the Portugal trainer. The best left back and they currently the most informed left back in the game is Nuno Mendes, and was show at every level, national team, club side, against Lamine Yamal. Inti a battle am zoto. Se Lamine Yamal conquer. It's something other players Nuno Mendes or Mointimi Anye. A salmon the edge over almost Lamine Yamal competing. But offer left backs Nina so they are hard to beat any Nuno Mendes. And they are poem China game near Correno. Zoto. Se Nuno Mendes nyani day. Limited the abilities of Lamine Yamal a game Portugal. Lamine Yamal enya ni day stop the runs of Nuno Mendes a game Spain. So for the midfield battler for so many years, yes, Portugal and Spain, how they train their players and how their players groups to more similarities. Because omumie no nyina no Liberians to nti kwa mo fa so yo omnyoma no ensunsun hyede ni mu bebre. Etu de hwe how Portuguese players eba, hwe how Spanish players eba. Their style of play mostly are the same. Eti offer to say the Spanish national team at their peak at world football. The generation of Xavi, Iniesta, Sergio Busquets, Xabi Alonso, Fabregas. These midfielders were the engine of the Spanish national team. Portugal on the other side, whilst this generation, any recent generation has been led by Cristiano Ronaldo. One area I think say Portugal intimate master in the year to compete at the big stage, their method. By finally, Portugal have a player, when he is playing, you see him more like a a Portuguese Xavi or a Portuguese Iniesta or a Portuguese Pedri in Vitinha. Proper game controller. It was a China game now, your question. No, Sadia na Pedri, did the Spanish national team. No, Sadia na Vitinha, I should remember the Portuguese national team. Whilst Spain, a person who control game, no. Dictate the tempo of the game for Portugal to chase the game, no. Vitinha, I was annual mana. On the Spain, I change the game, no. I chase the game, no. It's a one game, I'm so. This is a Portuguese team. I don't know. Based on how Martinez built the team, no. It makes it difficult playing against them. They have a very good goalkeeper. Ignacio Ruben Diaz, 2 fantastic center backs. A midfield of Vitinha. Pedro Neves, Mizoto. If you say, unya opportunity as a national team coach. Now, unya players be 2, 3, 4. No more the same clubber. The chemistry is there. Find a way to fit them into your national team. Because understanding umre. It's Pedro Neves and Vitinha at every single point should be starting for the Spanish national team. Because Martinez, I lucky so many Boma PSG. Inti the chemistry is there. Bernardo Silva, Mizoto, you could clearly see say number of games our ball is taking a toll on him. And it looks like so when the age in the ball now, says what was 31 and not 30. But he looks more like a 35-year-old. Say offer the Portuguese national team. I know that dynamic can say obi to say Bruno Fernandes. You don't put Bruno Fernandes as your central midfielder and ask Bruno Fernandes to control games for you. Bruno is more effective when he play ahead of a 2-man midfield. You give him the freedom to roll. A 2 Germany game now. Or ball ahead of their 2-man midfield. No, you could see the best of Bruno Fernandes. This is a game I'm to a year fit for a final. Based on how 2 national teams, normal players are performing this season. Anybody was saying, if there is a final to watch in Europe currently, I think the Portuguese national team deserve it, and then the Spanish national team deserve it. A better back to individual players and the quality of individual players, how they win the games for one national team. People are talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, but when it comes to games like this, there's a lot of intensity. You don't expect Cristiano Ronaldo to excel. It's a Portugal game, no more -1. The time makers some more -1. They say, this Spanish team, you need to press them. As well press their back line. Because almost start to ball possession from the back. When your players to press them, they take control over the pitch, reduce the size of the pitch, push you to your half. Then Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal will start to making runs behind the defenders, create chances and get goals. It's one game I'm to and yet game also be mixed. Obi ango play game in the looking at the 2 teams, baby or more free, any baby or my baby Bruno. Yes, Spain are the current European champions. And again, they have players to change games. They say Lamine Yamal, they say Nico Williams, they say Fabian Ruiz, and they have done it at the top level. And then they must spend little advantage over Portugal. Little advantage over Portugal. It's Bema Boada.
So Spain 1-0 or 2-1.
Headed towards that score line, either 1 or 2-1. A game near behind Ochinano, so to a bear.
But there could be goals too.
Possible, based on how the Spanish defense conceded a lot of goals against the French team. But also one thing is the French attack in Mr. are more threatened than the Portuguese attack. On the France game, Mr. One, Deschamps got his selection wrong. More against this Spanish national team, and you go with just 2 midfielders. Manu Kone, Rabiot. Ombekum.
Now, Rabiot, what's so special about him? With all these young midfielders, or more near, did there be a Rabiot?
And only on say France here one country, I'm the two. I think as much in your national team coach.
Yeah,
watch it, auntie, Ama T.
He's overconfident. He's achieved everything.
All these French young players are a hype woman. The two. So far, France, on national team. Tournament, beer France have baby or more exceptional. Or more Adieba could be. France, yes, our national teams now, on tournament beer, they have a traditional number 10. A link between their midfield and the attack. It's 86 when they won the European Championship, Michel Platini. 1998 when they won the World Cup, Zidane. 2000 when they won the European Championship, Zidane. 2006 World Cup final, Zidane. When Nombeje World Cup in 2018, they had Griezmann. And your country makes it sad, when you offer this generation, Ryan Cherki the answer to Platini, Zidane, and Antoine Griezmann. And no ball against him or more flair. I don't know about robotic midfielders, you know. I will need a proper link man. Now Ryan Cherki to bench. Obama is a so bad game, no here. Yeah. And so young generation no mobano. Desire Joe is my man. Senior Ryan Cherki is subai of the pitcher. He's the most talented among them. He's the most talented. To get the best out in Dembele, Kylian Mbappe, Desire Joe, you need Ryan Cherki.
Okay.
Nti Loto Ochina yebekwa go hwe game no. Umpo. These are games football fans watch. And because of players in the world games too. And they yempo baby a Nations League na kodu ne final na ebobo no. You cannot underrate the competition. You cannot underrate the competition. Any level na wo say no. Nti a Nations League will also make another case for who wins the Ballon d'Or 2024, 2025.
But the battle on the right side will be interesting. Because never soon say Mendes, no, it's not easy to beat. But I mean, the number on please, someone should tell Roberto Martinez that he should play João Neves at his best position, not at the right back.
Yeah.
Because he almost lost the semi-final because he played him out of position. Immediately he made changes. Portugal took over the game and won.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's like okay. So but
the stubbornness of some of the managers. Vitinha also was at the bench later.
But not resting him.
Later, not in the bench, and you have the magic of Vitinha. So it's going to be interesting.
But soon after we got the message about music game be ala me ya matna bench wa mo bi o mo wini.
Yes, statistics. Statistics. Yes.
So the influence is subjective. Influence is subjective. Lamine Yamal, exceptional talent. Not what even come on. I mean, it's a talent that the world has been waiting for. Because every particular generation, you need people that would entertain you as a football fan, and that is what Lamine Yamal is. Okay. But once you don't see a Euros, na conversation na enam ne ho. But what we come on, a conversation enam ne ho. It's not just the statistics. The kind of energy. I would say Rafinha was more efficient. And then come on, nyasa sabo no ntimi mbo. But nyasa Rafinha sabo na ye ji control that you be Otuo. Lamine Yamal at the end here. exactly. No to on say you can't good. On say your flair will be
Fatano.
Na player of Babaka say Ballon d'Or no be say we could decide to park no so. We know how they are going out to form safe from.
And then the OTI can DJ this one person.
Why?
On how he selected his team, which make the team look so imbalanced. And then the OTI can once.
Mendes.
Oh, it's gonna be an interesting one.
Such ambiance woman is yao.
PSG in the Barca.
We battle of the year. No Mendes in Lamia Madian. A battle of the year.
No, but on the a lot will come into play. A lot will come into play. But I'm expecting how tough it will be.
We boxing and Tyson holy for.
I'm expecting how tough. Last year, no, last year,
no Mendes, no Mendes, no easy.
Last year, one chairman is out.
Lamia man or improve. No boy, no, Nipa age on course, or so them.
And or confidence.
Or better, say you're a home better. So better, no,
number of times or better.
Better be 5 and Zania. Obetuno, some who are the baby we fraban. We be able to count all the form me no muntem. Would the time be a players here to watch him.
Easy.
Obetuno.
Akwa we audio.
O ma buka saka science
audio. On a masala, afina sala pe baby afa. Audio.
I would love to see how it will go. And it's going to be an interesting. I would love to see how it will go.
Football battles are only this year. We pan battle penny.
No, the midfield is also going to be interesting. That's it. Martinez now how to predict him when it comes to arranging his midfield. Also, normally our person DM never.
That's Sunday. I'm ever drop Marino.
Oh,
Marino is over.
Obama back on about the PSG. PSG.
Fabian Roux. Above Fabian Roux. On start Oyataba, or start Merino.
Miguel Moreno is a glue. He won more tackles than any other player.
And because of Portugal for the physicality, no.
He won more tackles than any other player or a France boy. So they say coaches, they are not just looking at what you do with the ball, what you do without the ball. And I want to say he's a player that can play the style, that control, pass, twisted 10 obey me about. And he offers you something away from that. He's the one in the middle. So Drew baby now pay a player to run to the penalty box to also give you an option in terms of goal scoring. On now bit me I trust him to do that. And again, when it comes to how he will defend so well, so it looks like all the three major elements in Miguel Moreno the Bama. The two Senka, this is a player who scored around 7 goals for Arsenal in all competitions since January. Senka strike a bit could be fan because Baba bomber than power, especially some of the matches where now we not those deciders near the Mamonos. But I think it's going to be more of a midfield battle. Who wins the midfield wins the day. And that is why I don't really trust the Portuguese manager. Also, or style be a person, boy. You always want one rigid style. Whilst send your man for casual nervous the Luis Enrique decided not to play with an orthodox defensive midfielder. They are no can you say. His way of defending was very simple. If I have 6 players pressing you in the middle, excellent build-up. That is my defensive strategy. In Team FIFA, almost every player from the middle 3 to the final 3 involved in the act of defending. And he was using pressing, no using interceptions. Into pressing, no dispossession, tactical fouls, not they winning back the ball. At the end of that club, the counter pressing, winning the ball in less than 6 seconds after losing the ball. I or more crowded on you. That was Enrique's style of defending. Dina Enrique knew Bia. The fans said, "Media me Jina Meme the enemy said, Meme the enemy could chase. Aquaje born Yam the Amama Momon Fanco, say I'm about you know. Everybody was involved in it. But I am Martinez. He always wants somebody in that traditional defensive midfield mode. I want to raise the questions, Kaka. I tip the Spanish team to some extent. Once after winning the Euros, De La Fronte more some trophy winning mentality and confidence. But to say that they had the kit also, na team amount for be expect you to do that wonders with Euros. So after surviving in Euros and conquering every team And now every national team in Europe, so many who be, they don't have any form of fear when they are playing. And that is the switch. Again, even when they go down, they have the belief that they will come back and punish you. When they are playing their game. Now, the style of play. So I check your midfield now. So you have Zubimendi, Miguel Moreno, when you Pedrimo, no more FIFA, no more Yejima. The movement is so smooth. It has a national team to pick your more. And your players are move free. A different tactical methods from their managers never national team. It looks like players or they form certain core positions, you know. Or more understanding what club level seems to be the same. What you are saying, and that pushed them to the top. I'm expecting an entertaining game, but we cannot talk about this and ignore the influence of Ronaldo any moment when necessary. I mean, he's a top player that can cause a game-changing moment. You know, so most of them will be expecting, say, and Keneno, and you to go to from now. But I think, say, more will come into the conversation at the end of the day. So, getting two teams, no meaning go in the end.
Who wins? Penalties and extra time.
Extra penalties.
Extra then penalties.
Extra penalties. So it's going to be an interesting. I think I'll go for Spain because of the trophy winning mentality. The Portuguese team, no players maybe will be
Ronaldo's
factor
difference.
But so to the Portuguese team maybe will be a free ban. I say,
was Rodri part of the team last week?
No.
Last year no count this year.
Meka last week.
Zubi will deep.
Now my Rodri, says we recover at least. Okay. On man time.
No, so say too early. Zubi will deep now. Zubi so control. And I say Zubi replace Rodri. No. They've been doing it for a long time. I hunting I must say, I'm on the ball no. What people are expecting say, play these two, Jean Neves, any Abranche FN Vitinha. Now the Bruno account as the attacking.
But more typical number 9.
David. Spain for any day. Omonti say.
Then go for you, be free more.
No, Omonti say football. On say, omoye country. Fine, ebi omunya Raul, omunya De Vivia, omunya Fernando Torres.
Villa crowd him on
First Spain money in general. And your Maya, they are blessed with quality center forwards. When omo model of football, they find a way to put in attackers as their lead man. And Nipa Mizoto, and another Biamaka said, yes, you might win trophies, but a Nomebu who you on the picture is virtually like Waji trophy. Like when Pep Guardiola decided to ship Eto'o out of the team, created a space for Lionel Messi. Not like he was not performing on a number 10, but was never as a force number 9. And our first Spain team now, and Morata and the lead man and the captain of the team. But they feel so comfortable playing without Morata, Oyataba, Merino. Omo game is based on movement.
And it's with their coaches.
Yes, Luis Enrique.
Well, Luis Enrique.
Luis Enrique.
They want to probably say
Luis Enrique Coco PSG. The two. Goncalo Ramos. Some 80 million euros. Kolo Muani. Same amount. Away. Kvaratskhelia. Bakola na Desiree Dio. Dembele. Or the Ajika.
Okay.
The ones the coaches now know Musumini striker,
but you also need a striker.
These coaches are
the options you have in the middle. Also, your coach, we are blessed with options in the middle, and we are blessed with multiple wingers.
Or your coaches are they cannot play without a striker.
You'll be an star.
This is how the team like Conte. Conte believes in a strong number 9.
Yes.
I'll be pimping be a good father.
No, the coaching.
And Obi are there with Kimano. So what that?
Maybe the FA.
Who's the league?
Yeah.
Now go design a story according to league over here.
Because it's in a league boss. You will league do or her.
You cannot play with that number 9.
Because over boy with that number.
Now say Pep the baby before Haaland. He play with that number 9.
No,
Argentina no number 9, bro.
Aguero number 9.
Oh, after Aguero.
After
Aguero got Haaland no. That's Gabriel Jesus play prior.
Aguero there was a season.
No, they Kevin De Bruyne.
Or the Kevin De Bruyne, Manzana.
Jesus number 9.
Oh, Jesus in number 9.
No, to where they say Jesus the
Son number 9 I can you be Jesus.
But
number 9 bezo chini patrians and what go.
Boy number 9. Maybe I will pay more center forward. The act of just scoring.
Haaland.
Aha, need any that
Haaland, Didier Drogba, Lukaku.
By a different type. Say we to a center back. Make a center back. PK a center back. But no a center back or pen any mukopa.
PK a ball playing center back.
Aha, but a center back.
That's the
point I'm trying. You're number 9. But number 9 be out on the row. You'll be an artist just to finish. You'll be able to me a ball with the build up. Look at someone like Roberto Firmino. That Firmino is number 9.
But Brazil for number 9.
Wow, me the ball on the question. What I say, Obama me the ball on the question. Until they can to force 9 because most of the time he's not in the position of fantasy number 9, but he's acting as your number 9. So it depends on the league. And also the midfielders available. Now, now when the midfielders or me good controllers will team number was one signing number 9. Can send you on the best.
We are back home. Ghana League here weekend. The minister has spoken. Odo Safomo okay. Bavo, so we shall say as you.
Minister so UK.
What's the minister say?
Minister of UK.
Adomo exactly dey. Okay.
Or share how much you football no the facility say they must see maintain no facility how they manage it this and money na for their
it's not bad.
Yeah, is but so be board the be no.
It's not bad.
But when I say so be board the be no. Ntina make us enka
onko facility management for.
Onko West Ham Olympic Stadium no. On the landing there.
Na modern there there.
Modern almost start to say there.
Na modern there.
Go call Emirates I Arsenal for there. Yeah. Oko Tottenham for there. But West Ham there. A community need there. And a West Ham for no. Akwaji omo your activities bi ho. I dem fast wo bro omo mienu nyina.
Nti obehu what they do especially on match days.
Yes.
Match days.
Yeah.
How the arrangements with the clubs with West Ham.
Yeah.
And I've been to that stadium. And on that day, that board, the stadium is for West Ham.
And also, the Olympic Stadium, no, West Ham, there, no. When it comes to football activities, handled by West Ham.
Yeah.
Football
activities. On
match
day.
Yes, football activities. It's called the Ghana ha. Oshe Babayara. Accra Sports Stadium. The government need to mean they say. Virtually say nya born ye be born o ha to that stadium in empty anya hwe wo ho nti ade no muntimi engage kotokone has to have a say in the stadium
how it is managed.
Yes, to say ebia ye ne kotoko atena se baba era supposed because me feel say looking at the financial strength of our clubs this is no they don't need to go the stadium kotokone has ne ho hia to be stadium. Okay. When it comes to football activities of the stadium, Kotoko na more handle. Maybe the whole year, this is what the government is taking away from you. Then Kotoko will go back to no so ko help monyoma. You calculate this annual money na na etua says kana. E kwan be na e be fa so use stadium no. E be benefit ya me ya tie ka enya so mfa so. Unlike a group kwesi ada yekobo league game. Yes, I quite check proceed. Me was 17%, me was 10%, me was say. We should be thinking beyond the 80s and 70s. So, because a break, your football need go. Share your baby do level, Bama Boda, your baby do level. And then the Black Stars of Ghana, Bobo, or Memua, World Cup qualifiers, African Cup. We see a cocoa patch, copper calf watcher. Calf inspectors or mobile bands to just say your baby.
You don't be saying.
Oh, now we should just a man I'm catching.
Saying. You don't go to them boom.
They know we didn't come back crowd there. So imagine the level where you won you.
Yeah.
Was other countries, you to Ara who said, oh, there's some more to Tukaya. Moko Mali and the Burkina Faso 90s and 80s no. Na ye lead you more.
Bebre.
Near trauma. It's how come say.
You want Ivory Coast for starting.
Ivory Coast
improve almost.
Ivory Coast before the more recent Cup of Nations had only one proper football stadium. Felix football yeah. But anyway, Ivory Coast. And they will come Mali. oko Burkina Faso omo better facilities than yani in the 90s and 80s no. It tells us say our leaders are not thinkers. They don't think.
Babo.
Yes, sir.
You are near Quena.
You have been bent crack. Saturdays, the Anna.
Minister, that's or a serious.
With regards to.
Or intentions.
Maybe yes.
Or as onye bibi obeye.
He's undoing or decided say
but you have to have a professional working relationship with them.
Professional is the word.
And now why be unprofessional?
No, the working relationship no. At times he seems to be behaving as if one who even speaks for the FA more than the minister. For instance,
probably you want to help with the branding of the
mini problem, but the way he goes about it a bit problematic.
No,
not at all.
I
will not prescribe that.
Back, I send back up.
And maybe hold on. Nana Odrosafu should know or must know. Say the man he's talking about serves for the president as the minister for sports and recreation. Nana Odrosafu, football, maybe until today is no more a sport. But if the football a sport there, and it falls within the domain of the minister, Nana Odrosafu should know.
That's one guy say it doesn't fall within it.
Oh, Tama. See, now some now can hear Nan saying Ghana Boxing Authority for Kofa boxer be in Nigeria, but I say Omekuntokoa.
I want to be weird.
The minister, because
I want to be man who yana.
I will ringing him.
Now a brother kuna.
I bros no in the ring.
Oh, na say na referee for na. And I say yeah, we ask.
On any funaka.
I no funaka. Na want me practice.
Na me say minister say no maduma. No na kofa na ba nti. We wu omom de ba mfa nko.
Omo ye committee near investigation, you know. They came up with it. He said one with regards to medical.
There's a Jojo head in boxing. Jojo head you. Me am mini pa Jojo. Ah, okay, ni ha.
And I lemte the professional side.
Okay.
And he say I lemte no ne minister ndi ashim.
Ah, na so be no ne na
na. They go ashim papa was start ni loop ni biem. I know say he will deal with the minister papa.
Oh no, Ejero loop no.
Loop no.
I know na EGF before loop. Go bona.
I'm trying to side no. I'm trying to
no je loop no.
And we jaye. Minister na kwaka no. Now we deal with your own ekwasma papa.
Say ekwasma so can committee no.
Committee no na ekwasma ko pen no ho asem ko bia no kasa ai. Ah ya dey I mean am to the year no. To read that for the other minister so. Until no those should know say the man serves as a minister for sports and recreation. Football is a sport.
Na dey na waka
Tamana voice here Obama yin na etie bi.
No, me who say or no say minister probably doesn't understand what he's saying.
Yes, and that say minister no if say he's calling for the report of the match against between Basakani nations now. It doesn't fall within his domain. I'm saying that it does. Tama, mami ncho mu. And na ka be boxing dey be no. Say boxing, o mako bo mo ade na asema ba. The minister na eti committee no. Call for everything about it because a sport. Number 2, Yemia Pole min kai na bushwa for yaw. Eka baby no. The minister will have to come in and ameboa. I didn't see Obasaka hono no. And now no pena make a chono. Only nation for Nikoma. Almost Dr. Che say lives were more important to him than 3 points. Of course, the consequences and that will hono. But now idea air qua life could have been lost. If minister say, "Oh, here report from one," it's not out of place.
So the minister can ask the GFA, say, "Oh man, a report."
Many problem.
But that's a match commission report.
No, one can't say match commission.
Oh, what? No, the referee for the report. No, look, that's all kind of code of there. We have a referee report to the minister. Yeah.
But to TSC na me si ba fo asoma. What is the police for Baba Cheme?
Baba Cheme. So ebe TV so there.
Ah, so we fancy ba.
Now you as no be what.
I me see na so police for Baba Cheme. But them say mo fa police ni adwuma.
Fa police adwuma. But so abobi.
Abobi. Okay. Nti de eche.
Me to do as o just say
what me atikuo e wo Ghana ha.
Yeah.
Be kuo bi en wo Ghana ha.
Eche Ghana mra.
Yes. Enti yes in violence ni see here. Ebia opese oboa bi na mo ka say okotena
Minister no answer your concern.
Maybe good intentions. Ono na bia ne won say me I'm not impressed with his performance honestly.
Action.
So I say me nya impressed.
Na nya na ya na no more land no.
Na me can say me he
na one report ro.
One that.
Na mai.
Eti ono na ye nyina media jama me boss no wa me no wa na wada Roman. Minister no the kind no is not out of place. Sebia would be a report no kakra.
Debi o minister anya report no minister say omo ye clueless. Omo manage Ghana football.
Some education. On minister na use the word being clueless. He use that say they need to educate.
Me why na me and there infographics na me and there. The word clueless was there.
Odeba ye yima.
But also they need education.
Onimwe na zo
I don't know you woni.
Na say we go so ade a we fui pa.
Oh wow. On say onu de aka mo say obeka say minister say omo sua ball no. Ese say omo sua education kakra. Timer. Ejuma ye even this week. Either internal or external sometimes you encourage us to learn. Refresher courses bia within the akofo aba na bia o man some baby. Oh. Oh, 80.
I think that sometimes interviews ni be hard ne. Ono man nam. Tu ba bonten be ka so omunum hwe a.
Okay, a lot of them anyway.
They have a way to go. They have to learn other things.
Time a polling incident this year. How I'll get involved. So we make sure see and granted a lot of interviews.
Okay, do we welcome to go to come the car be the echi and I'm
soldier for.
Ebe the echi akọ bunu especially bunu.
Why? We make sure say. Also we make sure say.
Kasa am from.
Lake Center be e bebo piano. E safe. Artist obi obeko ho piano. Obeko asamba.
And I'm go buza no so mba report.
Babo ti o. It will cast ansem we nyina wie no. Yeah there as the sports minister. Una ya ban na musini. Omo mate omo private companies. Am so the best sports nyina no. Omo nya asem a ho na beba wo.
So bet ma go nyina private
hospital for that could almost
if a private hospital
a health minister
say private na private hospital one na more
private hospital omo ye omo normal basa
na ban
anya ban na
more
it is oh yeah what private
say oh yeah health minister na go see private hospital na ka tro me say omo nim hwe de omo ya
na say it is a private hospital bi kum nipa ko na mu kum o say head minister
kan doctor
and obi ewu ndom ni we
and that's why I'm doctor wo
no me koso ne nkoya ba me ba bi a me ne minister no problem so okeka asa anyoma ni nyina ono so oye minister wanya hwe there is no difference between ono any football administrators now it's clueless no that's one odi kan kasa me
clueless group of companies
all levels editama clear say nana football no your level no nkoye esese yesua kakra kan ho
okay
no ye said that no patama na wokan ye ya mana ye too much on the field of play 3 points there are so many other aspects abeka game
and obi anwini business ho
the business
what's interesting omo investors a businessman there are people omo da adwuma na aka na omo ye o ye rough for me with this
one time
to do ball na dia e de omo mpemba so
itina esese ye ball no nya almost decided. I think we have to conscientize them.
To say advance say Dr. Chi. We sure any other businesses no.
How do you
okay. Say on your radio station na muto na munyampa so a. Obeye mo action. As a born in there. Sika ne kom na maye no and you found.
I think this is a good discussion.
Why?
Oma fan say. Unim how
community service.
Ghana business you know mo football.
No mo radio.
Unim oma fan no to oma fan say. Ye nyuma na ye ni nyina no e bia de ho bebo football na no ama ye din mu asate but eno no enye planner elastic
na despite the football team so a popular team
that is where ono choose despite the
choose so help
of obi say despite am so a lot of investment in the media group. Because who say and the po. Despite nyani din nyani sikasem ni din aya yina. You cannot take away Peace FM okay.
Of course, no two ways about that.
Mr. Ajiman be a Bosch by electricals. And they radio back on TV back on.
So hold on. Almost a epe in number.
Yes, we make can be serious.
But where did you mean? Where did you kabru bro?
I know na ye two omo for say. So we should see car, we show omo football no more. Zoto.
Embassy on the meeting omo.
And they will hear so better baby.
Make car radio ni TV no me. Meeting says omo nya pass no.
Zoto na say.
The meeting say but some bet ma trap fine.
Radio ye ni TV ye ni yare
Ten overs ni ye pa.
Radio ye ni TV ye ni yare ye fun yare. And you obi na be ka cha.
Okay.
So obi ti abontin no wo ti radio CC so.
Wa for assemba obetretre mo.
Or you fan of TV. Zoto. Oni radio station nya mfa so. Any radio station e boka. We nya obi na be ka.
Ah we there hu do ni me.
Timer. Na dey.
Yamra Ghana League. So bet.
Medicine no. Advice e dey mo mo say. The omo ye se kwa mo fa so yom football. Ye nya sika fo bebe mo ba ye ball mo ma ba ye bio. But anche eno mu teams ni guye. Bibia ni ho a Nations FC ya beto ahia po ameye bo Ghana.
Yeah.
Beboa.
Papa.
E de no mo ya the lace like tete ameye bo Ghana. A whole gold company go face at the point almost agene Anglo Gold.
Meat pie I did no boss
because ebeye say sika e free Anglo Gold equals good mo de. They hear so munya returns. It's a true point bi no mo so we sika na equal returns.
E ya doso.
E ya doso. Nti omo yi omo say free club no. It's advice e dey be mo mo ne sem so to. Obeye ne obeye ne china. Ba bia ni na nsa ne na nan zoto na won football sika enye sika keto awu.
Esun pa.
Enye sika keto awu.
They have done checks. They spend the minimum spend about 100,000 a month. The maximum is about 500,000 every month.
Every month.
Yeah. Between 100 and 500,000
every month.
And I'm busumi bia. I can say spending over 400 to 500,000 every month.
You find by 12 months.
60 million, 6 million.
6 million Ghana cedis, which is find by dollar rate now, which is about $600,000. Ube then was sustain away. Ube then sustain away for 10 years.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's Ube giant. He said that actually Mizoto. Say and nations be kwa. I don't think the next 10 years nation be in existence.
Another investment or the stadium.
Yes.
And other things.
Yes. And possible. Say 10 years time.
You don't get anything. You don't get anything from the legal. Zero.
Stadium now.
No TV rights. Nothing.
Nothing. Stadium now got to Mizoto. Say na Kesbin FC. Meboa. They know ye. And no na Kesbin FC you.
See
ya. See ya.
Baby, or trans no boom comporo.
Yes.
Yes. That's the problem. So when time go brother.
So I said this particular conversation, I know why you be in America. Now they all say, oh, almost so yeah, the job money.
Yes, some of them.
But now make us any sustainable.
Some of them.
And the many I just say when I'm about.
That they want you order that.
So that they now
Mami chomu.
That they also be here the job.
Let me explain. I told you not stop.
Me
do not stop. They say Agama has done this thing for over so many years. They have a model. They can sell players.
Exactly.
They sustain. But my point is that football team, in fact, player sales in Kwana, there are other things they should add. Including TV, including pure commercial, easy commercial realities. All of them count. But what I was telling you the other time, I said, that's what they have done. And they continue to do it. And they are fine. It doesn't change though.
But now you are still saying so that's what they've done.
No,
it is bad that it would.
Whether it's bad, but whether it's bad or not, I'm saying that that is what they continue to do. And they're okay with it.
And also Mujai.
What does some yeah can Omunjayo?
But then they say so Mujai because
no, they won't.
And that's the problem.
You see, Mama, that say a kind of Dr. at the Assam. Say he has sat down. He's a businessman. And yes, own him the oil. So what he has said, and so why is he doing it? Onuamu as an individual, no, he has a certain satisfaction in it. So say yeah, Anna Enyeno. or he has decided to sign obey.
That satisfaction, a more long-term promise for the game. I want to make me feel bad.
Only one club.
That
Don't stop
satisfaction,
it.
that satisfaction will eventually collapse the football economy.
As some over
Because
only
we didn't do
one club,
anything.
I say red flag natural. In the many shows on best survive the next 3 seasons. Adriana stars.
I didn't do it.
Adriana, no, they will not survive the next 3 seasons. Or the Premier League. We see they will not. But for the first time, fuck them catch up.
What's the Diana Mukomi different? Diana more Kotoko, the enemy.
More fan base,
There be if Kotoko nei, say the AC Koswa, the year Kotoko nei. In the next 5 years, red flag virtual.
Everyone.
Kotoko.
Ah, just say.
I'm telling you the truth.
Koto the better than a red flag.
I better than you. Nipa na nyese bia woni o. Ba bi so to bia na obepe so obeyi ebe kwa ebima.
Omne Adriana ne.
Hwe. Oze na zina ha supporters isu. Say and players no moto on division 1 division 2 players. Say him say to go with Skapa. Edientia.
But no nyesi kentra o.
Na dey.
Oh, those players were buying them very expensively. Omo dey the say alliance no mkoye no. And so omo nton kwala. Ah, is come to
now tia na ne clubs Abdul Salam ni nations mobile mo say omo sika kra ha say omo ntua. Bebre ba betimi do ma status committee no ha disciplinary committee ma so masi o.
But omo ntua.
You to no kra ne ba akopɛ. Say your football no be kɔ ani ma send ma bebre sesa. Na ɛsɛ escafo na run football nyina ye kra omanim ka kyerɛ mo sɛ. Say na omo yɛ mo other companies. Sa no be no football. Because
na first of all omo bo ka de.
You to ka omo bo ne nye ka ketwa.
Bubro me say Adriana Zotu Adriana. Etimi di 5-6 months ni ntua players ka.
Oto yen kan tro mo say.
Adriana
They say wa man no to kwan.
Is only baby you do football clubs.
You
do football clubs. E wo mem ha. Be ma boda. Ti e di players ka na e cha. Ni akọ fix game ni aka che players mo go twa.
Only evidence. Only evidence. Only evidence.
Oto nkoma na edi ni etiawa. Manchester City mo crime no to fan say sika na ebu omo so mpo no.
From the FFP o, be jagum.
Good. Jagum.
But
that is the regulation. Obi tnas no hu ze there. Esi ehye no football no say no ye no ye business wa outside the sun see football.
Okay, omo hu say esikafo no e ba be say no. Enom this are regulation.
Omo
hu say esikafo be say
no. Esikafo no so say na omo ntras enche.
Obi ba be akese jam.
Ebi mbeko.
Anya ho no mo dwene yo.
Oh, Jibo. The point is, but you see, the answer you're the spirit of the law and the hidden secret of the law.
My memory, like sorry, them for the 90s, okay. League Ben and spend the
Italian league. They had money.
Neymar, Berlusconi, Sergio Granotti, Massimo Moratti. They have big companies generating a lot.
The families and money.
What they realize, they say, football should be there till thy kingdom come.
Okay. For long-term planning.
Yes.
I think it's the same thing.
Say you jai ebia Berlusconi. You too. Obekwa ebe do point bi no. Nsa beje.
Ebi kwa no wu oni ho.
Oni ho bi ma. Club na ebia.
Ne ba no se mani nye.
Then na club ne ba bebu.
So sustainability.
It's yam finding a way even if wo Sometymer Otuo Acheampong. Wo football club. E china wo ni ho a.
Football club no be.
The club will move on. And they say if we.
So who should start it?
And they if we.
It should be started from there.
Free when the city will still survive.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yes.
They're okay. PSG, they are now making profits. They are okay. What's it the football association?
Yeah.
Well, you see, that's where I have a problem. I think this should be an agenda for the clubs.
Oto, this is how things work.
The football association is not spending any money.
No, Oto. Your crew might. So who Jenny pass on your part? The obey no how on Sabajan. Association as said trans who say. Young fans she say be and go up more. Your Dutch any hop.
But they can not start from the association. I remember Wenger and Papa Bakrongo, David Dane. We're very, very vocal about
because not only the
clubs.
benefiting end.
the clubs.
No to clubs no. One say this is what happens. Yo krobia hane de ehya ase ne de ye momo. Ene you also bow dia de say we ye beboa. Yo krobi wo ha abai na hyehye mra. Na de nsesan aba. Yo krobi atemamufuo no sore. No mama abai pressure. Na de nsesan aba. The bottom line is the change necessary? Yes. Then ye ba ye die mu a why necessary start to change? Into obi there so be clubs because e be a clubs ni bi tena asem say there. Looking at the way investors na ekɔ ha nye bi. Say and create a level playing ground at MBY. So they might have a hidden secret.
So I chip in one and son one. Onim there omo de bi omo de efforts ma mraba. And those who are affected.
Good.
I think that if I look at the GFA now and the board needs to say, which is the executive council, they take 5,000 every month. Most of them there are not the spenders. Let's just say. Omna FIFA sikani ade bebe ya ba omna receive. So in terms of directly, omo that's why it's omo mre to say the owners. Okay. So why is that the owners are not pushing for this?
The owners ne kra de born. Ye pomo a how ne kese ne pa yo mo owners.
And so why are they not pushing for this?
The owners believe
so yen say mre bia kai we league. Yes, so obia benya bia 500,000 Ghana cedis. Fatu kaso. Obia because we're on TV. That is kakakra. So now they then start to look for leaders who are thinking on those lines. Then the topic that becomes the agenda. For instance, if you come to me so you want to be the GFA president, and I person your ESCO member, you heard or more meet me aboa, ama but I finish swan yenye bibi kakra. Those who have done it before, they make their own say. So the way I'm seeing it, almost not there, almost more kasa.
So this is it. Oba Ghana ha. So on the club une be in command. They believe in the fanfare aspect of it. And Nana may call for a change of mentality.
Why?
Because most of the club owners know when you trophy or your key.
Why?
That is what they come into the game for.
Why?
No, Mr. Why and the just any time, but the point is we want to what take club get to be.
But they have a reason.
Where Timmy had the car power your okay.
They have a reason.
And I make the fanfare aspect of it. Or the cap now or your okay. No to what I mean, I say. It you no. Most of them are not looking at the long-term aspect of the game. Opa any club owners bear 10 in Casa. Niambi some said the next 10 years. What is the plan for the club? I can confidently tell you the majority nyebi mau. Need the any so waba with me at the trophy bar.
But you know they understand business more than we do.
They don't understand the business of football.
No, but they understand business.
They understand business. They don't understand the business of football. And you might understand the business of radio. Maybe I will call the business of shipping and exporter. You might need to learn.
So the business I say. What is the essence of business? To invest and make profit.
Exactly.
And it's what I say, sir. Sir principle no electric. What is our principle in the Bible radio?
But mon fan baho.
So and I mean just adding.
Omo de ba ball na de see o mani su say oje crew ana enough. It's a FA president be kon ho. No catch and say oba me camp me boa mo age cap. They move with that. They don't look at the next 10 years, the sustainability of the business. Anya na bebre ma di FA president echi. Anya na bebre mo to be criticizing FA president.
There's something we need to find out.
That is it.
Because their businesses are surviving.
What's your more? Their source of happiness pa. How many clubs? How many clubs na bo so okay. What's my plan? My ba me yesi. Anku ya me hwe me so me connect with the international world. Me looking at merchandising. How many of these clubs? Need the any so a trophy now. I want to say the success from football a trophy. That is their mentality. So they don't understand.
It doesn't matter how much you spend.
I don't know how much James too. Sheka clubs ni be just to qualify to the Premier League. But on one kasa nim na kuma mu say only Premier League no ban him. But the glory of being part of the Premier League and adio who say the success of football.
So we've not found the X factor. No me person say. Other na Oyerepa Acheampong. Or you're into oil. Or Tikwan Faso called Oyerepa Acheampong. or no into media. A hot dear, we you were this year. Or you're into estate, real estate. If you know a gamma in his business profile. Nina idea, or say a man and fast. The ball in the air was in your cap, keke. Cap here were very elusive because all my air can one grand the cap. On the cap. Yet they are very fine. So to be a dear BOA, we need to find out. Because the BBO,
BB, maybe now only
a member of football. Is Abdul Salam. Very successful business, young man. Bibia or the business be or energy. A bad board, yeah. Obeka just say, a dubiasi, mabokasi, ujimi nyai.
Say, can the acquisition? You still want to give it another opportunity.
But who are him so home anymore?
Catch him said there should be a change. But don't tell come and say there should be a change. No, before the questions that you're asking me.
But before that change. And I'm person no me nyina ati ase say almost nim nyanza pa and they know say
but mu twa sanity and say catch rom
but nim say there should be a change yet they are not able to stop it and omo dey
me too. The point is they know there should be a change, but the mentality of most of the owners of football clubs in Ghana is to win a trophy. Opa only one
trophy
Opa Obidio Division 1 the plan is to qualify. Kakra bi na what the right people around them are. Only no kwako tenasibe talking about the financial aspect. Most of them to I'm telling you emphatically. Opa ni omon tenasi enye interview. Maybe some of the financial aspect of the game. How the game can lead to enough money. They are clueless about it.
But the other ones,
there are others who more the knowledge. Any obi omuni knowledge in India and so them about some. Mame me bo mame man for any send na wo dey work and now dey defend your make say a wrong approach as
I'm so there.
But you to catch up say
you cannot tell me. Say Ora Agama Obichi. Whichever business, whether football or anything, which is understand of business, even quarter of it.
Good.
They are into big time real estate, doing other things. But ball no they are. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, or Boka. Until I make us say, me person they don't know some Boka. Name won't be a BB or I any.
So one, you are admitting some Boka.
Papa.
Good. Into admitting some Boka, the any. That is the if you admit in any panel yard, dear no boka, let's won him here because we'll be no baby faso and obi faso.
And the cat no to
there be no was some wagene. Oh, quite faso yard. No one call more yam faso only free one. No was some mentality. They are not going.
The Bokan, I didn't.
I don't think I see a catch from Nomujai.
Oh, next what
I didn't say. The last time your name, Abdul Salam Yakubu Kasai, you know Ben and Uncle Yakasa, also don't sashay Madianas air corner. Okay, air corner. You want to try and see, and the idea to trimming trying to see Sebefan, Ayrton players. And the idea to Ubo League now Africa betting out on players and Yeska. But Brian idea to be trim. That is what is being sold to them.
Okay, now. Jibo, Mona, we are into other things. So tone player. Say player tone going out there. So that there should be avenues for you to advertise the player.
And no money me.
And at least would they player never tone there. And more why are we not on TV? So that the world will see our players. On what the atoms or the Akan in Baba tone player or even African market. Why are we not on TV?
Number one. Ya catch rom say opeso G League na ya wasisie bi eso osisi. Let's go to the reality to nya abotre. Ya catch rom so opeso G League ya wasisie bi eso osisi na woje. Sa de no be ya your matches bi am ntwamba TV. That is the dom trim and here one.
And the same way you want to sell players.
Number two. Ya in the same way anya de omoye. That is the reality. Isn't that what they are doing? Most of the teams want to win the league. Go and participate in Africa. But they don't want their matches on TV.
When you know these people we are talking about, at least you have been a bit close to Mr. Dr. Chi. Oma jine die business no. Ye ni mu kitu akra.
Mr. Tu eba ball no me de to nten yan ka no kre no. Eba ball no me de to.
Adentin na dante.
Omo de to baby because the narrative ye dey show mu trim when they get close to ball. Omo pay the modern way.
Lions papa ne jai no.
Sound and community
Accra Lions.
Lagos.
Sorry, Lagos.
And only Adria the two
because
they don't look at the football point.
When we was say, I say a top player we no one Bejiska. We was say on Bejiska. Eventually, send on generates the money back.
Only say in the mind of the owner, to take that decision even before the death of Poli.
Young Africa, Beton players.
I'm not say decision to go to Africa. Now the management they convince you to go Africa, Beton players. You bet to be 300, you bet to be 400, and then you mean charge. First time no call by Liverpool. And they say, and I don't know more kind of. To move Africa, no, one of the 2 games when on boy. Neck can my bono. It is come to board the whole league now to the G League. It's after you realize if they say net here they are, then and yet for the SMA day, venture. Maybe if you say you could have appointed the right personnel. I say, yeah, problem now. I want to say, Zoto.
Some personnel survive.
Yes, because of the system.
And what they have to say, they have wrong people, wrong mentality. When it comes to the act of business or my successful in other places, it drew born or more practice. They don't engage the right people. I bet transform more the practices. But those what you
are not getting me. One is what in Jane.
Oh, oh, yeah, no more. I want business. I want that.
Some top clubs and some former football clubs now. And I make I say, so too. Omodie, me omombe omodi musika be football.
Omokuo football club owners.
Omodo musika be football.
Premier Division owners and
omodie me jitu say their mentality is ye de begidi. Which maybe they may jitu ye say enya dia eche en last e betwam. Enti back to asemna na wo bede kan. How do we let football clubs move on without this owners or maybe investment so at a point if you say football they know it go back to the regulators. Yeah, na football
the board members.
Yes, yeah, na football na dia share nsase yen hwe so. Ye football na ye bon so opese obebo bia ye mere nie. E kwen se ofa so finance with team nie. Enye no se no achi na Crystal Palace. Omo owners ni bi so omo shares wo himfo ze wan. Until eventually Europa na omo qualify na e ba be yo mafi. UEFA regulations. Eti yeba say football clubs e wo Ghana. Do say and afeni kura be na we omo do accounts kwa afeni hwem. Source of income. Because in Europe and all over the world am to omo give football to say a idea you should be there till thy kingdom come. Your source of income is very important. And sustainable. And sustainable. And the answer is no. Enti omo na football na dey show omo nsa no are not ready to make changes. Eti sa atare hye. Be ma boda. Oso na to atare na esen hanga so na esen ho a. Say atare na esen ho. Ba wo hwe atare nsa atare ya me ba be hye. Ebe fata me ana em fata me.
Na wa atare dey em fata wa.
Yes, say nyenti na
wo. Wa ko to atare em fata.
Ebi say tu ko to atare kwa na wo hwe sa atare be fata wo.
O do susuye.
Esa wo hwe sa atare be fata wo. Eti omo ye dey football na show omo nsa no. Omo ntina sin we say ye football na ye no Ghana ha no. So ye in such a way say betimi di profit aba. These companies Zoto e betimi last. KFC, McDonald's, owners no more. So mo wu. Me boa.
So business and the call.
Still e wo ho. And they how men came from to me. Look at how Mr. Ajima structure Oyerepa. So when you watch now, the company will move on.
Yeah, you answer questions.
The company will move on.
Then I come back to say, Obed, one day you understand me. I'm not saying said the Omo yen and you. And as someone come out, you did over and over again. And if you call, says right at Mokoy.
Yeah.
Say Mr. Ebo Amokoy, said Yabua, the Gapoa.
Yeah.
Nipa bebre Omba Amokoy. Bomqua, not for Frabum. From they come with enthusiasm.
And to answer to Yababe do stage. and they omo munye sika obo mu pa no e omo mo Premier League.
Exactly. So you see, now a lot. You know where Wafa is now. Pure academy, concentrate.
My mama, Euro Africa.
A lot of them, yes.
Euro Africa.
A guy, you know.
Olivata. Yeah. And they are to Ghana. Ube. So you can say direct transfer from Ghana to Europe. Not the right to dream plan. Obi anywhere what Ghana ha. You may be a transfer window. Or 10 players direct from the Ghana market to the European market than Euro Africa. Division be no more. They don't play in any division. It's one who say what assessing and one who say there is no need to invest in football. So the club will be Premier League.
Ghana hana adeba kwa mihu ye ne say. When someone is successful on one field, no by another fielder. Okay. There's hardly change people around them when they change field. So when was that na? Nipa na bi oni omo sha ase wo ni bookshop ona.
Oma no odo mo kwanso.
Odo mo kwanso oju omu di no. So oba bo mu a sanko fo na wo no. You get a point? And sanko fo no. The knowledge they will give the person a trophy there no. Instead so oba ha na gbenya akola bi osapa. In natural sense, he's not successful 1 minute in terms of sike egu ni boto. Oni kapre ebi kro na form no ba na wo na wo mani bi. But they fail to accept say nipa ne duru ba bi so say nipa no and the right person for that field. Say nipa de na nansi form in the presence of omo a what you medi from fie bebre no. E push omo aside. Moto what him come na say. E je say nipa ne di. E je say nipa na no di nsem ne di. Yo ska mi no obi o ka say onim nyansa asenka wo ska. E okuru ya.
O na se ne good. Obi ati kwa no nganche oba sa na onti.
Obi su kapa onim nyansa asenka wo ska.
Ebi mti why like so obi na no kan. Omo mu mi o ma no kan. Sa na o mti.
Eju bo se wo ono aba ha na.
Na se no kre.
E so o ma ho kwan.
Onim nyansa fa piska.
Eno ano no. So you see that most people around them will move with the mentality say okan else you boss yenye ni sa. You boss yenye ni sa. And most of them, they don't get people to look at them and tell them this is the wrong way. Most of them so take a decision. Onyo be around him. Onunu jene hudi because ni pebia wafano de naba ne born kwenya born keke no yo san ye na adwuma wo baby fufuro. Nsa wo hwe wanim na oni nya ebia nya asembia ulusu ha. It was the chairman sa.
Say the ni panyamesi boy no. Say oh my chance say the pebia anya de be ya so problems nko na beba obezo nim za
bo say oh yam boss ye
ni pebia pe
ya boy yam sorry ko
freedom e ti obe make say ye ke nyina no
yam sorry ko
enyo mom do musika be football no eno mom form no na ye problem
regulation
problem is the FA UEFA sama ye ken anyhow leagues are run in top European leagues so to ekuo no na hyehyɛ mmara wo say this is how I perceive football
obeso obobi ajo ye say
which ye fool say e dey benefit be bro bia then ye be use sa de no to generate money amunyina na ye be che amana some clubs no so attractive you can go for individual sponsorship it's ye biggest problem Zoto is the FA especially under this administration. Say na bo sheni nyina na ebo hunu. Say oko pick the manifesto of the FA president. Wontimi nkan nyoma 4 a kan ya waye. A benefit Ghana football. 5 years, to 5 years. Obey as FA president. And then your ball league without sponsorship. Your ball league e kwen first to take ruling they say what to aba maame a you be make sure say the system will protect you. How do you survive in such a system?
Vision for a statement.
Say
about market some no kotoko.
Oh. So yenka we na.
Oh, so kwa ntentwe for be paso.
Kwa.
Ungo we binta na.
Anya matter of.
Ana abeko.
Me to wo de wote hey. Wo de kanokore pa. Say dura no pa. Na wo sore. Dware ye obi bia wie tuka ba adwuma ma. Wadwuma wo ye aside wo general manager sports ya be. Aya na wo find it difficult so we discuss local sports.
and now come away pay baby.
Won't find it difficult.
And I was telling them, say, you see, yes, we'll be able to discuss foreign sports too. But you see, you make it difficult for us to discuss your game.
Yes.
So, Mama, some no can ding. And you gradually, the thing is pushing off. And won't you do anything about your investment?
But that is where the issue is.
Say, oh, one baby, I'm a one. Say, one year be own club owners association. No more shame, me boka say, any ebe day. And ye say, why are they not doing that?
Super League. Maybe I'm true. The intention of the CEOs and club owners to form the Super League. They feel say the competition now more a UEFA competition. Sika UEFA nya, any the omochama clubs in Israel. Bono so any ebebo. And I'm going to Dinyeska. Every kind Super League in a perceivable. But the intention is to push UEFA to get more money. And almost started back. Then UEFA need, let's almost set the format of the Champions League to generate more and give the clubs more money. It's back to us. And then and Obi said Dr. Kwame Chey. Obi said Togo Afedi. May Bomodi because they are directly involved in the running of their football clubs.
Businessmen.
Directly involved in the running of their football clubs. One day, enter a table to say, yes, we don't get anything from it. Let's call these people. Many John B from Ndinkomo Airport. Who say why exhausted when it comes to football?
The other businesses say money.
Yes, who's who are and I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised. It's at the moment to me she have to take a decision. Say no. These people are taking us for granted,
including a minister of education.
Yes.
I mean, are you telling me? The minister of education, VMIT, Honorable Haruna Idisu. Only he has other business, only radio say other many businesses. Karela no kwa emma no. Okonko they say be or the yene. Or no the or politics in the
politics now we to say a long term plan.
So why can't they? What would the caliber of people you are talking about?
The recent
have you seen his CV before?
Advisors.
The recent no
who said
against football.
They don't respect football.
Parliament. Yeah, parliament. Yeah.
And that was a fantastic submission. But that is not what we are practicing.
They don't respect
football. Ghana kwa yebenya fa hodie no. Ye nipa ba ko na sorry you no keke nipa bo ko je. Ye bo na ye bo no. The owners are like prisoners. Ye do ma she prison.
Right.
And ye dictate.
Ever see. Nations bebo. They have agreed to play.
Maybe the league now choose not to decide matches in Ebebo because in this every time. Ye bebo league china. We to ye bebo league china. Every league china. Na ye nim di waji league.
You name say.
Now who nim di waji league?
Dem say the league dey
be. League na bebo you wan aje.
Say some boy we ani.
Aye boy we wan aje. O dem fan say baby any go stars. Baby any go stars ashe kotoko ashe nations ashe. Wan aje league.
You go good asem no.
This you could asem asa na dey declare. Now we be say madam.
Because Ochansom say matches man e bet you so. Go stars ne Accra Lions. Na kotoko any app no. Na say nations.
Na kotoko vision dem fa ho. Omo dey no mo ye.
To say nations.
Vision for say entry will be granted exclusively to personnel having either the GFA ID card or the identity card of their state. I think so. A maximum of 30 media personnel will be allowed. 30. All accredited media personnel are advised to enter through gate B, gate 3. Okay, and they should be seated by 1:30 p.m. Not later than 1:30 p.m. Transit. Vision for air cannon. So at the end of the vision, bebo, I got to vision. One is
the catcher will be so being seated by 1:30. Then so why not so a media house no aba. No be far outside report, no be far inside report. I want to have a chance on trans 1:30.
Oh, no be a month. There
be na san edwuma ne enom so too. E be am aba venue, maba kotoko, maba vish, maba Accra, me hear report. Me gina bonten match rankasa started. Into me pick reaction from outside to me media house. a reaction ni bi okura ma time club owner na o se obeba be 2:30 na na interview match na nkasa start me kuta line up meet me a report to aba o se men stadium by 1:30 a no ma me nwure we are yedi o should be seated by 1:30
are encouraged to arrive at the designated entry point no later than 1:30 p.m. to facilitate smooth entry. Chairman, I'm going seated.
Okay.
One room 1:30.
1:30 maybe Jinabontin for reporter. Now we told him TNT Sports near the Elmo Chow report to free outside the stadium deba. Na panel discussion because say born ya no me be the maximum of 30.
League I think let's Gibo Mona Momo me and discuss Ghana football.
No, club
owners no.
Club owners no there.
Club owners no. Yeah no any ko no mo nche ni ntia. E kabuburu na so mo dey. Let's find out.
No, they were not
talking. One of the club administrators now here.
Owners are not
owners no. Yeah. Now the Obehu say you understand why the administrators no I a chameleon to fit a say number survive. And yes, administrators in baby anymore. But to wow be try so be pushing for the right thing to be done. You'll be shifted out of the scene. Okay. Junior administrators in baby sir. On my bad level. No.
Now me check 18 clubs. One factors in here where the owners are. One yeah quick one okay. Where teams no. How to forget to be after there. Samates here. Timber for. Gold Stars. Baby any for Accra Lions for no Germany was one for no man Dreams FC GFA president on Kraso resign Legon Cities okay another businessman Bichim Agama Young Apostles Shelim Pelemu Adriana Nana Domahene Baseke also Oyesco member now na me home Oyesco Nations FC no Heart of Lions Esco Randy Mediema. Yes, Moses Parker, Brekum Chelsea, Vision FC, also so how many of them are members of the school? I think it's Randy.
Premier League was a 6 or so.
But your school, your owner or I think it's Randy alone. And
we own not to. Or the sell initial player. I have been say the next 5 years plan.
For 5 years, saying
the 5 years.
Yeah, you discuss. Yeah. There are times we all discuss how we will play the next game.
No,
me come in and no me. That's Young Apostles. So I'm telling you that.
What is the plan of Young Apostles?
For the next 5 years, saying, and I'm DJ 5 years. Yeah, next match, quite be fast one up in the planning. What's 5 years?
I'm very about this match.
What's 5 years? Yeah, busy.
The truth is, most of them they don't want the right people around them because Nipa or money almost start saying, will push the right people away.
Okay.
Okay. Most of the people around them, they move with their emotions.
Okay.
Who knew you be done and now so I happen? Yes, I say you are arrogant, and I won't answer.
Right. And the Monday, you be shower abu. Monday is not a holiday. Me wa. Ejuma we be koso. Hi. Trading we koso. Come on. Because I never you. Yeah, 1 or 2 we will pick across the line. Bibi abekoso. Be kozungu akonante.
Do ni nyine nkonante.
E da bi ejuma ho. O de kwa be for na ejuma ho. Sana. Okay, happy birthday to Nana Poku of Manso Mosiaso from Brefo. Nebala Brefo. Ewo BST then. Okay, Brefo, happy birthday to
this one. Born in Faba Akubintu, so small girl, you're funny Isha, name Isha birthday. This is coming from Nancy Ofosu. Nancy Ofosu, yeah, the birthday, and or they wishing Isha happy birthday. So 20, and one with the meaning and those.
Nancy, when I will ban it, I will ban it the same. Oh, now Betty now was it? That's right.
We're very Champo Junior.
Okay, we're the Champo Junior. A Champo Junior,
I said in Egypt, a Champo Junior. I can't pay the food.
Go via Champo and I could use
if you're champion junior.
Ah, or your bar. I just only age in
or cover 5 years.
And to go school,
So it's a bizarre moment.
You're a cabo now. Musa questions about how many. Now say how this kako.
Of course.
And I only school and don't go to any visa.
No to bet you that.
I won't go.
Me call.
Won't go PTA any other.
Deb me go PTA da. Me go be that.
Yo, ball of
your
ball of your ball ha. Free Austria and buy ball power open ball actor papa from Austria. Yeah, the ball for Austria, but football teams, no, and no more keep fit for any idea. I'm the boy here, Jumano. We enemy, mammy, had it. Okay, we meet up another in standard power. We know the ball, a Chamber Nations League final. We Europa 2020. Then we the Tottenham G and answer last year. But when did you want for number 0557 255 542 0557 255 542 0557 255 542 0557 255 542 na ofra na wajo bo em say born here from a quality from Austria Street and about so lo dey see yen share wo aboabo post office exactly 6 a.m. near Nantia area yakoye games ewo aboabo middle B. The woman say there's a drinking competition, ludo or playing cards or dummy or food eating competition, all of them 12 o'clock then what shall say na fe mobile 6 near their baby emphasis dano my Bosch electricals yet remember Oyerepa you yet remember Medima for Herbal Hospital Dr. Time that's so sanity no me boy yes